Welcome to the First Choice.
Hello, you beautiful bastards, and welcome to my so-called show. And tonight we're going to be talking about the 2016 crime thriller western type with Mel Gibson and Stargirl from The Boys back when she used to be hot anyway. So yeah, I am joined by Mr.E, I am joined by the Lord of Toxicity and Bloodfather Menace. How are you doing, you beautiful bastards?
Hello there.
I'm doing perfect.
Yeah, Nix, thanks for joining us as well. And for any newcomers here, please subscribe to my guests. Their channel should be in the description. So, yeah, let's get cracking on with Bloodfather, a very, very underrated movie that really does need a bit more love. It doesn't reinvent the wheel, but I still love it. It's still got some great themes. It's got some great acting by Mel Gibson. It's got some good action. It's very gritty. It feels very realistic. And once again, you get William H. Macy making a small but very welcome appearance because, I don't know, the guy's always fucking good every time I see him in something.
It's weird. We just did a movie with William H. Macy.
Yeah, and he's the villain, well. Yeah. Yeah, he's one of those actors that seems to play anything as well. He can play an asshole, a fucking dweeb, a psycho, anything. He's one of those really... He's a total chameleon, this guy.
He can play a man on an island full of dinosaurs.
Yes, a man full of dinosaurs. Yes, a guy who allows his wife to get fucking gangbanged for a porno shoot.
Well, actually, I think he proves in that movie that he did not, in fact, like that. I think he proved that pretty
at the end.
I need to watch that movie again. It's been a fucking long time, but it was good. Especially for Julianne Moore's Red Bush. Red Bush.
Yikes.
Was she in Jurassic Park 3 as well? I can't remember that.
She was in the second one.
Oh yeah.
She was in the second one,
yeah. Fucking hell, she was.
Sarah Harding. How many Sarahs do you think are on this island? So yeah, Mr. E, before I crack onto the movie, Mr. E, first time you came across this movie, first time you saw it, whatever, go.
The first time I saw it, probably it was on demand, probably a year or so after it came out. I enjoyed it. It was a good little flick. It was straight to the point, nothing over the top, nothing too loud, so to speak. I'm getting tired of that. I loved it. It was good. I mean, it's not in my top of the wheelhouse, but it's something I will enjoy and watch if it's on TV.
Yeah, same here. It's just a very unpretentious movie. You could just sit back and relax to and still kind of get drawn into as well. But yeah, thank you for that, Mr. E. Lord of Toxicity, first time you saw this movie?
I think I saw this on one of my my intermissions between being a guest of the federal government and the guest of a state, we'll call it a facility of some kind. Just saw it in a preview randomly and saw it was, Mel Gibson doing his thing. And I was like, okay, this was when Mel Gibson was doing his kind of resurgence. So I think I saw it pretty quickly after it was released. And I got a video on demand and I had read some of the author, because this is based on a book. I read some of the author's novels and was familiar with the screenplay work. So I thought, yeah, this could be pretty cool.
I know, because I think it was really the wife that got me into watching this. I think she was just looking for something to watch. She put this on, and I thought, all right, Mel Gibson. I like Mel Gibson, so we put it on. Yeah, I liked it. I mean, it's like Mr.E said, it's straight to the bloody point. You get these characters very, very quickly, and the relationship between him and his daughter, and how they're both kind of fucked up, and she's in danger of ruining her life while he's kind of trying to get himself straight. Was a nice little contrast. So yeah, Mr.E. Fandad Menace. First time he saw this movie. Hello, David.
I can't remember exactly when it was, but I think it was on Prime, Amazon Prime Video for free, and I was just scrolling through like you do, looking for something to watch, and I think I just found this. Saw that Mel Gibson was in it, had a decent cast, and I can't remember whether I really enjoyed it at the time or whether I just, sort of it just went over my head as just another disposable movie. But I enjoyed it a lot more this time round watching it today. I don't know, I've just found more of a connection. I've got a daughter myself, so the things were coming at me thick and fast. And you question yourself in your own sort of morals and values. What would you do in this situation? And I'll probably do everything that he did, apart from getting shot.
Yeah, because
that wouldn't be.
It does kind of deal with the fact that the daughters are always in danger of getting mixed up with the wrong people because they are more appealing than the actual decent people. Sadly, it's a fact. Women just love fucking assholes sometimes.
Yeah, they do. God bless them.
Bless them all. God damn it.
I know, but the good thing is there is a moral story that the chickens come home to roost eventually, because that's when she starts to see that her boyfriend, who she was so enamored with, so fucking impressed with, so impressionable watching, who she admired so much, is not this great guy. He's this terrible guy. He's a downright psychopath who's trying to be this gangster, but he's basically just one of these guys that the real cartel have just made. He's doing the shitty jobs the cartel have made him do, just so they can keep him out of the way of their actual proper.
Yeah, he's a hang around, or like if he was in a biker club, he'd be a probie or something like that, or a hang around, whatever.
Yeah. Well, also in that cartel world, so to speak, they don't bring anybody over to the U.S. And I think he was a relative and he's screwing up. So they're like, we're going to put you in the States where hopefully you'll get arrested. You mean nothing to us.
Yeah.
And I think Diego Luna does a really good job as well, even though he's not got a lot of screen time, because he was kind of dull. He wasn't kind of dull. He was very dull in Star Wars Rogue One. Sorry, I've not seen Andor yet, so I don't know. But I heard he's kind of the least interesting character in it. But here, he actually does convince us this downright psychopath.
Yeah, this is one of the few things I've seen him in that he's actually trying. I mean, I thought he was pretty annoying when I saw him as a kid in Open Range. I was like, I don't get the point. I mean, I get they had to have a motivation to go on a revenge trip because he's kind of just a young, innocent kid that hangs out with them or whatever. But I never thought he was that great. When he popped up in Rogue One, I was like, okay, well, whatever. I didn't think he did too bad in Rogue One. He wasn't great, but he didn't really stand out or anything. I mean, obviously, Kathleen Kennedy making the female girl boss had to be girl bossing it up or whatever. I like the concept of his character, but I don't know how much other stuff I've actually seen him in. Probably not a lot.
Yeah, he's got a good backstory. Like, he's been doing the spy stuff. These very horrific acts since he was a kid, just because he had to. But I just didn't feel it with the actor. He didn't convince me. Another actor would have really sold that a lot better, even despite the fact the script could have been developed a bit more. But like I said, here in Bloodfather, he is convincing.
Okay. So let me retract a little bit. He was in Y Tu Mama Tambien, which I did like, and he actually was. I don't know which kid he was in that. It doesn't really matter because they're interchangeable. But that was a good movie, and everybody was acting very well in that. So I'll go ahead and take that back because he was good in that. whichever one he was in that, he was good. So, but
He
other
was
than that,
in, has anyone seen Elysium? Matt Damon.
I've seen
Matt
Elysium.
Damon,
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
he was
he in that?
wasn't he? Yeah.
He's a minor character.
Yeah, he's. I think that's pretty much what he does, isn't he? Like just side characters or supporting actor or whatever. He was in Narcos Mexico as well, which I didn't watch.
Oh, I need to watch
I
that
haven't
one.
watched that.
I haven't
Yeah.
watched that one either.
Yeah, no, because I mean, I don't know if it's any good. I mean, I like the first two series of Narcos, but after Pablo Escobar gets killed, I mean, do I need to watch the third one? I don't know.
Oh, you've ruined it.
Oh, you know what? We missed. He was in Vampires Los Muertos.
Oh,
So
Jesus.
that would have been his big banger of a role right there. Yeah. Okay.
You forget the ever illustrious what do you call it? Dirty Dancing Havana Nights.
How could I forget that? How could I ever forget that?
I forgot that fucking movie existed. Jesus
I would have
Christ,
forgotten
Yeah,
about that if I
yes,
knew
they
it
did.
existed.
Christ, they did a fucking Roadhouse 2 as well years ago. I've just remembered that existed.
But yeah, I definitely agree with you. This is his best role. I've everything that I have seen of his, and I admit I haven't seen it. Maybe something gets lost in the translation when they do, because he's done a lot of Telemundo type stuff. But this is definitely the best thing he does. I found him actually to be pretty menacing. I found the whole thing to be pretty menacing. Actually, it's really kind of a claustrophobic, tight little crime drama, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, even though they're out in this big, wide, isolated setting, this fucking desert, this outback, it's, but it does keep the shots very tight a lot as well.
Well, I like stories like this just because, and yeah, you're right, he does keep the shots extremely tight. But when you remove, because a lot of movies you have to kind of suffer through that believability thing. It's like, dude, the feds would just come in or the cops would just come in. But if you look at it, from this point of view, this guy's, he's a felon on parole. He can't go to the cops. So he's kind of stuck in that situation. And I kind of like that. I like, because it gives you a whole built-in thing. Like, of course he's going to have to deal with it himself. And of course, his daughter's been implicated in this crime and she's on the run. So of course he's going to do that. So all of this stuff makes it very believable. And it's so easy to do. It's so easy to create the circumstances in which, instead of just going, well, the Avengers aren't coming, it's like, dude, what? Okay, well, why though?
Yeah, like they don't show up in Winter Soldier, even though they had every fucking reason to. S.H.I.E.L.D. has been compromised. Where's the Avengers?
Nowhere to be seen.
So,
Well, it's a very self-contained movie, isn't it? It doesn't need to be overcomplicated. Sometimes you get a really simple script and a really simple idea, and it can end up being really boring and go nowhere. But this certainly wasn't boring. I think.
No,
mainly,
not at all.
I mean,
it's tight. It's a tight script, tight shot, tightly edited.
Everything about it, even like the visuals, the cinematography, the acting, the script, everything that went into it made it looked like a movie, if that makes sense. It didn't look like some sort of TV movie or cheap action.
Made on a shoestring budget.
Probably was, actually.
But
I think it's like 15 mil. Yeah.
Was it?
It looks
Is that what it
that's
was?
what you need, though, isn't it? I mean, it feels like a modern day Western as well. I kind of like that,
the neo-Western, yep.
Yeah.
And Mel Gibson seems to have done that a lot in the 2010s. Dragged Across Concrete, Gringo, which I really need to watch. I want to watch these movies. I like Mel Gibson. I like it when he's on fucking beast mode form, even though he's getting really old. Dude, he could have played fucking Old Man Logan if Hugh Jackman decided to.
Well, he was tagged back in the day when they thought they'd be able to do X-Men. I don't want to get off on a tangent. I know we're already running behind, but and it's my fault. But back in the day when they were talking about a early 90s version of X-Men, they really had him pegged as possible Wolverine. So
I can see that. I can fucking see that.
I mean, I know it's okay. Well, to be fair, it's really weird thinking that a Canadian superhero would be played by an Australian. But I mean, that was the idea back in the day. So
I think if there was a version of Wolverine and one, you might have to find it on YouTube. But there's an animated version of Wolverine where.
Oh yeah, no, that's great. Yeah, the pride of the X-Men. Yeah, no, that's
I would
great.
watch Old Man Max all day. If they made another
make an Old Man Max. Yeah, we're getting off. We are getting off on a tangent.
It's all good.
But this is the perfect movie for Mel Gibson, because it does reflect on him as well. He's because he's had a fucking bad alcohol problem. He's made a lot of regrets, and you can really tell that shit is still kind of coming back on him a little bit as well. And you can see he relates to that character a lot.
Kind of remind me of Dad.
He does remind me of my dad in this. Yeah.
And he does convince us a fucking ex-convict, though. I mean, he's definitely a guy who's done a lot of fucking horrific shit in his past, and he's trying to go straight. But as soon as those cartel members show up, that fucking side of him, that very violent, aggressive side, it just boils right out of him. It really does.
It doesn't do that. It doesn't do that cliched, he's ex-special forces, he's ex-CIA, he's military this and military that, and it doesn't ram that down your throat. I didn't even realise he'd been in the military, but apparently, was he in Vietnam with that old guy? Is that where his sort of background was? Like, he wasn't military, but you don't see like photos on the wall of him and the guys back in the day and medals and all that sort of shit. It just, it sort of progresses. It sort of evolves organically, and then you find out where he's been and what he's done. But it doesn't go overboard, which I like.
Yeah, if there is any references to being in, I think Michael Parks might have mentioned it, but I kind of assumed he was talking about himself with Vietnam. But
no, he was he was under the command of.
He said
Michael Parks. They were combat engineers, so basically guys who blew shit up for a living.
Yeah, and they both had this. They kind of gone by this moral code in a way as well. But Mel has kind of seen what a load of bullshit it was, because he's wasted a lot of years of his life because of it. While the guy who he looked up to, who inspired him to, who kind of maybe, influenced him to have that kind of code, has pretty much betrayed that fucking code.
Definitely.
I mean, he tried to sell him out just for fucking money, for his own self-interest.
He was a dirty rat, is what he was.
Yeah. So it's basically they've led a life that's been a total fucking waste, and his daughter is in danger of doing the same, because she's been hanging around with his the fucking cartel hanger-ons, and she's fucking addicted to coke for about a month. She's been getting into with some very bad people, and she's
doing meth. I thought it was meth.
Yeah, it was meth.
Oh yeah, or something like that. Yeah.
Nobody can afford coke anymore. It's meth.
She was a mathematician.
Yeah, she's from Mississippi.
Yeah, because I didn't really assume that, because when you look at people on meth, they look really, really fucked. She looks a little bad.
Not always. Hot, you would be very, very surprised. You'd be very surprised.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, well, no further ado, we'll hop straight into the movie, and I will get our slides up. But
Nick's is already balling us out.
We're getting there.
Keep your water tight, Nix. We're putting the slides up now. All right.
Keep your wig on.
Fuck's sakes.
Yeah. And yeah, we're getting pictures of Harry Young. She's a missing person. A little bit of exposition, very visual. And I love this. They don't fucking RDF for the bullets, but they RDF for the fucking cigarettes. It's only in America.
This is the only propaganda I saw in the movie, because this was written just prior to California setting, I think it's Proposition 63 in 2016, where they actually started requiring identification.
So this is kind of dated a little bit now. Then
it's a nudge, but I get it. But you really have to know what was going on at the time to understand what they were saying. So it's not a preach.
Yeah, and one of them's complained because she's got these like 9mm ones and not one for his revolver, and he's kind of pissed. He's like, "Hey, your bitch messed up the fucking bullets." So they're obviously going to go to this family who he's basically been renting the house to, but just so he can use it to stash his drugs, all that, anything to that.
Yeah, it's a trap house. It's a trap house.
Yeah, it's a trap house. And obviously, they've kind of been getting a bit cocky with him, and he says they have as well. He says they've been stealing from them, and he's manipulating her. He's grooming her as well to be one of his, his young love interest, while at the same time be that kind of person who's willing to do anything for him as well. And she's obviously getting a kind of a bit of a conscience here as well. She's really starting to become disillusioned with the boyfriend who she admired. And she can't do it. She can't kill him, but she shoots her boyfriend and in the neck, and she just fucking legs it out of there. And the gang members chase it, and then we meet her father, John. And yeah, this guy is really, he's really fucking trying. He's led a really bad life. He's drank for so many years. He's done so many bad things. He was sober for a year in jail, and as soon as he got out, he's been sober for a year out of jail. But to him, he's not very happy about it. He's still pissed off. He still feels very bitter, very depressed. He's pissed off at the people that he looks up to have betrayed him. Everything. He's just consumed by his violent past. I mean, and we've got William H. Macy, who's like trying to be a sponsor as well. He's trying to be the optimist for him, and I don't like how William H. Macy's character Kirby doesn't kiss his ass either while supporting him.
Yeah, he's a good sponsor.
Yeah. William H. Macy is very likable in this. He really does. I'd want this guy as my fucking sponsor if I was as fucked up as John is right now.
He doesn't give him any bullshit, does he? Any sort of...
No, he doesn't. I mean, because...
Doesn't sugarcoat anything.
Yeah, John's not a fucking sugarcoating kind of guy. He says it straight, and...
yeah.
And they do have some chemistry as well, and even though we don't really see a lot of them on screen together. And obviously, Mel mentions, like, sometimes I just want to find the people that got me locked up in there and take a blowtorch to them. It's like, listen, that's not the proper way to think. It would be fitting. I mean, I could jam my thumb up your ass. It would be fitting, but would it be proper?
Be proper. Yeah.
I love that line. And you have a good laugh about it as well. And yeah, he kind of looks like fucking Joel from The Last of Us as well. He would have been a better choice in my opinion than Pedro Pascal. He's got that weary look. Mel Gibson's fucking awesome when he looks old. The dude has never looked better in my opinion. And we're also seeing what he has to do as well to get by. He's working this shitty little independent tattoo parlor in his trailer. You know, he's got these kind of trashy MILFs trying to jump his bones. And I don't know. What am I complaining about?
Things low life at that age.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking jumper, mate. Come on. It's probably the only action you're going to get for a while.
Just a slight stiffness coming on in the shoulder.
What?
Yeah, she's proper horny for him as well, and it's like, my husband was no good lower, but I'm single now.
Yeah, but the trouble is, her crabs have probably got STDs.
Yeah.
Probably got loads of shit.
I could smell her chlamydia through my screen.
She's got
You call it chlamydia, I call it proof.
Oh man. And then you also get a little hint about she's looking at the pictures of his daughter on the wall, and she's like, "Oh, is that your daughter?" Yep. And he's obviously missing his daughter as well. They've not had a good relationship, which is one of the factors that have led her to hang out with a bunch of fucking cartel wannabes. Yeah, even asked if she's seen his daughter, and yeah. And yeah, is this like one of these things where these like alcoholics on parole stay as well in certain areas in America?
Well, not really. I mean, actually, it'd be pretty. He probably had somebody vouch for him. I mean, he's affiliated, so they get more stuff set up for him on the outside and on the inside as far as that goes. So he probably learned how to do tattooing inside the joint, and then it's one of those things where it's one of the few things that he can do. Somebody probably set him up with a trailer out there. It's not ideal for people on parole because parole, you know, they don't want you. They want you in a more fixed area where they can get a hold of you and get their hands on you. So he kind of playing it a little fast and loose as far as that goes. But I mean, you know, it is what it is. I mean, it doesn't, the story doesn't work if he's sitting in an apartment complex with, you know, old ladies above him and below him and stuff like that. It kind of has to be this way, doesn't it?
Yeah, because I kind of get the idea that the fucking parole officer's terrible at his fucking job as well. He's probably in a prison that really doesn't give a shit, and there's proper slack procedures, everything, because he even says when the daughter asks him, well, what about your parole? And he's like, all I do is piss in a fucking cup and send it to him. That's all I do. And they've got a caseload this big, so they aren't going to bother me. If you stay here for a week, it's not going to matter. So
here in the States, they were just basically parole officers are overwhelmed. Their caseloads are phenomenal, particularly in a metro area. If he's anywhere near LA,
yeah. I'm not really. I'm not 100% on where exactly they are. Are they in? Are they
she had mentioned Santa Monica, which if
okay,
he could drive from in a few hours to get to her, he's probably just somewhere out near Bakersfield or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, there's two kinds of parole and probation officers. There's the kind that are just like, listen, don't commit any crimes and leave me alone because I'm busy. And don't call me unless you have like a serious problem. Just don't cause a problem for me. Make sure you pee in a cup. And there's the kind that go, well, you were in prison, so I'm going to make sure that you go back to prison because you belong there. So you have to be you're going to get one or the other. There's no in between. It's just one of those two. So obviously he has the former instead of the latter. So kind of lucky that.
Yeah, and this is where the daughter rings up now to say, "Daddy, I need somewhere to stay." And obviously he is obviously gonna help her as well. He says, "Stay where you are." So he goes to pick her up, and he's waiting there for quite a while. And he sees her, and he's like, and she's almost like wondering, "When is that Dad?" She hasn't seen him in so long. I love that look. She's like, she doesn't know if it's her dad or not because there's a familiarity that she sees, but at the same time, she's questioning if it's her actual dad. It's that's a nice little bit of acting as well, a bit of visual storytelling. Show, don't tell.
Yeah,
and she's doing the whole daughter thing. Oh, thanks for helping me. You're such a great dad. I'm going to pay you back. And even Mel's kind of like a little bit skeptical about her motivations as well. He suspects that she's not there to fucking play happy family or all that shit as well. And plus, she is kind of putting him in a bit of a situation. I mean, him picking her up is already a parole violation, as he's just mentioned here. So he takes her for, he says, go get a nap. He brings her back to the trailer, and he's, like I said, he's very suspicious as well. He knows something's up with her. He knows she's probably a little bit intoxicated from whatever she's taking, but he doesn't know that yet. And yeah, he's throwing the vodka away as well because that's fucking poison to him. He sees the gun. He knows something's up. He sees the little packets, and yeah, so he's very skeptical about his daughter. He's happy to see it, but at the same time, he's no fool. He's not gonna, kid himself that this is gonna be a nice happy reunion. Something's up, and she's there for a reason, and she is basically using him to escape her responsibilities, isn't she?
She's a total stranger as well to him, so he's going to be very sort of skeptical of what her motives are. He's never seen her for how long? 9 years or something? 7, 8, 9 years?
7, 9 years.
Yeah. The fucking mum doesn't care as well because he calls her up later and she's like, listen, I got a new home, a new life now. I don't give a shit, so fuck off.
She hangs up
right,
on him.
But once again, you're getting context into how these individuals are pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's on his own.
But she's, I mean, this is like, I don't know if you guys understand the gravity of like, she's already putting him in serious.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
jeopardy.
yeah.
Obviously, I mean, he's got a firearm. That's 5 years. Drugs. So drugs and a firearm. That's a minimum 10. He's in a 3-strike state if they're in California. And even if he's not, it's a felon with a gun protecting dope. I mean, he's looking at an easy decade, just her wandering back into his life.
Yeah.
So
I like the way she plays her character. It's obviously sort of a creative choice on her behalf and also the director to just have so little empathy towards the person who should like primarily be your father and your father figure. She's almost like, I thought she was a sociopath at one point because she just
she's a female millennial. They have no conscience. They'll use what they can and destroy lives and
same thing. Yeah.
Well,
but
she's childish. She's a child. I mean, mentally, she's never physically. Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't even think she understands the gravity of what she's actually in just by some of the things she says and does and the way she acts. Is like I say, she's got very little empathy towards anybody, and
Yeah.
she seems to play it off as a joke at some points. She's very sort of sarcastic, etc.
Yeah.
No, I like that. It's good bit of character development.
Yeah, because if she just showed up and she was a Girl Scout and she had cookies and she's trying to get to the jamboree, there would be no, there wouldn't be
hugs
anything
and
to
kisses. Yeah,
deal with. Yeah. And in that way, they already kind of did that with a movie he did like a year or two earlier called Edge of Darkness, where he plays a cop and the daughter shows up out of the blue and she's involved in a conspiracy and stuff. And that was actually like, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Yeah, because he seems to be. Yeah, because I think he has been playing a lot of these like reflective, regretful all types as well. Those, because I mean, we see it in Father Stu as well. Like he wasn't a good dad to Mark Wahlberg when he was a kid, but he kind of found a way to redeem himself and his relationship.
Yeah.
So he's obviously in a reflective mode. And
Hollywood, let's get an old man Mad Max thing going on.
Yes,
do it.
Yes,
yeah,
come
right.
on.
Make
I mean,
that happen.
Yeah, let's have Mad Max go out in a blaze of glory, saving a bunch of people who have something very valuable that could get this whole apocalypse. Was it? I forgot the fucking term, but at least end the apocalypse and make life better for humanity, or some shit anyway.
and throw a chase in the desert into the mix as well, with lots of cars and stuff.
Always got to have a chase in the desert. Yeah. Always got to have a chase in the desert. So what we like about Furiosa, but the chases were very good, when it wasn't the CGI crap.
Yeah. Well done.
Yeah, so so like you said, he's obviously laying out a tattoo in the joint as well, and he does this little Don Quixote tattoo, and she recognises it, so she's obviously educated. She probably did have a bit of an education with her mum and her stepdad, who probably had the money to put her up for college and all that shit. And once again, like most fucking female college students, they love to go with the scumbags. They do.
God bless them.
Yeah. You always think these college females are going to be a bit more smarter than the non-college ones. No, they end up being dumber. They end up being dumber.
I mean, she's basically the target for, when I go to the bar. I mean, she's young, she's educated, but she's stupid. She's hot. She has a bad relationship with her father. I mean, she's perfect. She is perfect.
She educated.
Yeah. All I got to do is tell her that I read a little bit of poetry, and then I'm all for women's rights, and I like to choke when I kiss, and
God, you're making my pants go fizzy.
Yeah. Women find 80%. Yeah, women find 20% of 80% of men attractive, and you got to treat them. Yeah. Yeah, and apparently she makes a reference about his fucking one of the guys on the tattoo having melanoma. Is like, yeah, you should get that checked. So. Yeah, and she does get some good one-liners as well. If I turn myself in, do I get this reward? And she's like, no, and he's like, well, that's a fucking rip-off. Yeah, so she's got some good fucking one-liners. I mean, she does have some surprisingly good back and forth with her dad as well. When he throws some sarcasm her way as well, like, "What's prison like?" And it's nice and cozy. You get to ride a fucking pony. Everything. It's yeah. Sancho Panza has melanoma.
Hey, Luke, just so you know, we can't see the screenshots.
I forgot to bloody share the screen. I don't apologize. I did that last time with Daredevil.
Where's those slides?
Yeah. Where's the slides? Here we go. Sorry about that, Nick.
Hey.
Yeah, so she's bored, and she starts to come a little bit more clean about what's happening, and she's like, "Oh my God, I almost killed this person, but I killed my boyfriend, and I don't know how I feel about it. So I think I'm going in shock." And Mel's just like, "Oh yeah, you must be going through a really tough time here." Once again, he doesn't kiss her ass either. He fucking calls her out on her bullshit as well.
Yeah.
Well,
I love that.
Not only that, but I like the idea that he doesn't initially believe her. He just thinks she's high. She's a junkie. She needs to
Yeah, she's obviously high as well. She's the way she's talking as well, like. she sounds a little bit slurred, like, "Oh God, it was so traumatizing," but I don't feel anything. So
She's like I
yes,
said before, she's a total stranger that's brought a bag full of guns, drugs, and alcohol into his life, basically. So he's very apprehensive.
I know. And he is trying to sort of reason with her as well about her because he's done all that shit as well. He's done it longer than her, but she kind of condescends to him, saying, "Listen, did you find God? Because that's not going to help me. I need to get away. I need money because that's all she's there for, to fucking get away." And she does kind of like make this line saying, "No offense, but you kind of look like you missed the comforts of jail."
It's a good line.
It's a good line, but he does promise her he will get some money, like give her a week, and and that's when we get to she's worried that the parole officer might find out about it. It's like, yeah, but they're not going to bother me that much. But it's just pissing the cup. He's got a caseload this big. It's he's got way too much to handle. He's not going to be messing around with my fucking worthless ass. So he is willing to help her, even though it means he's probably never going to see her again. But yeah, and this is where he calls the mom, and she doesn't give a shit. So once again, more context to how fucked up this relationship is, and does add more context to why she's gone down the road she's gone down, because that seems to be the case. They always have fucking daddy issues, mummy issues, whatever. She probably didn't like the stepdad, I'm guessing.
Bored.
Yeah, and it's because this is a very boring place. I'd love to settle there for a while, but you have to fucking do something else after a while.
And I'm surprised she must have really good phone company there. She's getting cell service out in the middle.
Yeah, I know. That's cartel phones for you then, probably. Using those cartel satellites. So yeah, obviously they're still they're on her tail. They're threatening her. And so she goes in and is like, "No, you can go in there if you want. You can live in there, but leave your purse out," because obviously he still doesn't trust her, and he's fucking right to. He is. Yeah, so she starts playing this fucking. Is it clarinet? Something like that.
Clarinet. Oboe.
Yeah, oboe.
Clarinet, isn't it?
Yeah, she's going all over the place. She's like really inconsistent with the notes. She's obviously high, or at least coming down from it, and she's like, "Yeah, come on, you know this," and he's like, I don't, but eventually he stops playing around, and he does eventually call her out on it. It's like, "Listen, you're fucking high, aren't you?" Even like he says, "This is not cute. I work too hard. The place is clean. I could be going straight. I could be off parole soon. I could lead a straight life, and you are fucking it up. What have you got me into?"
And his response is real. That's the part I liked about
Yeah.
it. It's not lovey-dovey, hugging kisses. It's like, hey, I really don't know you. There's still a disconnect. He's,
And that's part of her character act. She's a fucking brat. She needs to be knocked down to earth a little bit here. She does. She's fucked herself up, and she's getting her dad involved in her mess. And then she says, "I was playing Hank Williams because I know how much you liked it." And he says, "I just don't recognize him anymore." And that line can say anything about this character, everything about this character straight away. I don't recognize Hank Williams anymore. It's like something that made him joyful in the past is now kind of he's numb to it now.
Yeah,
he's so fucking broken.
Did they say at any point how many years he did in the joint, or no?
I think he said 30 years, didn't he? Something like that. Well, 30 years fighting, drinking, drugging, yeah.
He did over 30 years, but I think they were talking somewhere along this line about him being in 9. He did something. He should have been out in 7. Got a two extra years added on or something to that.
Trump,
huh.
Stop showing me. Yeah, sorry about that. Raylan Givens, don't believe a woman. Oh, yeah. Never believe a woman. Yeah, always take it with a grain of salt, because what they say is one thing, but they mean another.
This is the dangerous thing about a young, hot chick. Like, they've been given the whole world. Like, at 18, they just get it's like they just were blessed with $1 million, and it's what they decide to do with it. did they make good choices? Do they find a good guy? Do they get into the church? Do they, have a situation where, they'd be a good wife and mother, or do they get like into drugs, bad dudes, and then OF, accounts and stuff like that, or wind up getting, butchered to death over in Dubai? Because that's the age that a lot of them graduate high school. They've been handed everything their whole life. And then they decide, oh, well, yeah, I can go off on this little adventure. The world is my oyster, not realizing that there's, death and destruction around every corner. And he's, and to a certain degree, he kind of did the same thing. He was in a biker club. He was running and gunning. He was doing some wild shit, but I mean, he paid a high price for it. And it never occurs to her that could also wind up, being her. It never even, like, I don't remember who said it. Just like she's just banging around, just causing destruction everywhere that she goes.
Yeah,
including
but to defend his character, he did see combat. He did grow up. He did go through trauma.
Yeah.
What did she do? She's just bored.
Yeah.
And I see the duality in his choices. Who knows? Like you said earlier in the movie, where he might have been pickled while in the womb. He didn't have this lap of luxury. She's rebelling.
Right.
He's just basically living this life that was given to him, the best he can, or the best he knew.
Yeah.
That's exactly. She's had everything handed to her on a plate, and she's gone off the rails slightly because she was bored with her perfect life. Now she's got a father involved in this. She doesn't give a fuck about him. There's no connect there. She's pretending that there's a connect there, and she's just simply manipulating him to better her outcome. That's the way I see it.
She is, and that's kind of their character arc as well, because she's a selfish, narcissistic brat who got herself in some fucking trouble due to her own stupidity and choices, and that's what comes down to it as well, because John is full of regret from his past, and she's in danger of doing the same and becoming him if she's not careful, and that's where the redemption comes in. That's when they end up kind of sharing a bit of a common ground here as well, to why their relationship was so fractured. Yeah. And he knows as well that maybe I should not have fucking picked her up. Maybe she should have just fucking stayed missing. He's ringing, and I love how he's ringing Kirby, who was just across from the trailer when we found out. It's I tried to make up with my sister and ex-wife. It did not go well, especially after the threesome. But yeah. But yeah, he's kind of the voice of reason as well. He's probably had his shit as well, but he's kind of come to peace with it. And but I like it as well. He's the optimist while John is the cynic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but once again, he's kind of thinking like a citizen as well. Just get her to a hospital. And it's like, no, I can't just get her to a hospital like that. I've only just had her back. I don't feel safe giving her away to people who she doesn't know. And obviously there's people on her as well. He knows people are on her. They could get her at the fucking hospital too. And yeah, he's kind of right here. And I love how Kirby's like, well, he just asked me for advice. I mean, what else do you want me to fucking say? It's like, you're making it real hard for me to be your sponsor.
Again, that's always an answer that a lot of people would have, because I mean, if she was just like into drugs and falling in with a sort of kind of bad crowd, then going to a hospital actually would be a good, that actually would make sense. But I mean, people don't realize how easy it is to infiltrate a hospital. I mean, it's harder than you might. It's harder than you might think, but not as hard, especially since they've got like a full level 10 badass face painted Sicario in the crew. You know what I mean? Like if it was just the dildo that she was dating, then she'd probably be okay doing something like that. But for the fact that they have an actual assassin, I think his name is actually Assassin in the credits. I don't even think they has like a regular name. You know what I'm talking about? Like their face tattoo.
Yeah, the Sicario guy.
Yeah,
but he's
somebody like him would find a way. So,
but also I like the fact that he doesn't know that yet, and I think in this aspect it's showing how he's kind of being selfish and he kind of wants this relationship. He wants to be her savior. He wants to have that.
Yeah, like he knows she's getting him into it, but at the same time, he doesn't want to lose her again. He's only just found her after so many years of being apart from her. But yeah, but this is where the fucking cartel come in saying, "Hey, we're here. We want tattoos. We're not here to kill your daughter, man. Hey, we're cool guys. We're not bad guys. You can trust us." And obviously, he tells them to fuck off as well. And he's like, "Hey, what if I want a tattoo right here in my stomach?" And he lifts his shirt. He's got the gun out and showing he means business. And once again, he just turns his back on him and says, "Listen, I'm just going to go to sleep. Fuck off." Which doesn't fucking make it better because they start shooting up the place and he's really fucking going out on his daughter here as well. He's like, "Shit, happy birthday, Link. I'm glad to meet your fucking friends." Love it. He just goes full on beast mode, everything. He gets a gun and he stabs this guy's hand. He's like, "Great, aggravated assault. I'll be back in custody." Firing at them, everything. And
Yeah.
I love that line. "I'll see you on the inside, you chicken shit motherfucker." He starts shooting at the trailer and he's protecting his daughter. He's like, "I think it's okay. They ran out of bullets." Then they start ramming his trailer. It's like, yeah, they aren't fucking done with him. Yeah, thankfully he was on the phone to Kirby saying, "Yes, it's my trailer. There's a party here. Come join us." And thankfully the neighborhood watch come out. They saved their asses. Those are good fucking neighbors. Those are good neighbors. They are. Yeah. I love how William H. Macy gets to be a little bit of a badass as well. He's like, "You got any more guns?" He's like, "Gun loaded." He's like, "I don't know. Let's find out." I love that. Yeah, so now they know they've got to get the fuck out of there because, going to the police is not going to help. He's going to get thrown back in jail. She's probably going to get thrown in jail as well. And she is not meant for jail. So, yeah, they've got to go on the fucking run.
I will say this is, and I hate to admit to it, being somebody who's actually been in a trailer that's overturned, there's not enough water shooting up all over the place.
Yeah, not enough shitty water. Yeah, they'll be covered in shit, won't they? That blue stuff as well with a mixture of fucking pieces.
Oh, yeah, that thing would be slanted.
Yeah, so Trump Daddy, glad to have you here, man. Raylan Givens, I think I've already mentioned it. Scroll up, see if there's anyone else I missed. No. Sorry.
Keeping it tight.
My mate Ray.
Keeping it nice and tight, yeah. Yeah, obviously he can't tell Kirby what's going to happen, but he will call you, and I promise you I'll still be sober. And it's like, "John, it's really hard to be your sponsor." It's like, you say that all the time. And she does actually look a little bit regretful as well at what she's done to him.
Well, yeah, there's nothing like a little gunfight in the trailer park that can awaken some responsibility.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
she's really starting to understand the weight of the situation, and even he's kind of goes easy on her a little bit there as well. So yeah,
might have been the upside down bit covered in glass and blood in the trailer. Might have sort of set her on the path.
Unfortunately, with a lot of pretty young, Gen Z or millennials, you can't just clack off some rounds at them in a gunfight to kind of wake them up to how the world really works. It'd be a better place if we could, but
Yeah.
And I do love how he knows what kind of guys these were as well, because he's been there, he's seen it all. I mean, he understands what these guys would have done to her as well. They would have fucking raped her, gone to town on her, everything, then killed her, make a right day of it, as he says.
Didn't he mention, like, I think they were Serranos and then El M?
Yeah, Serranos, White Pen 1 as well.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. One of them's with the Brotherhood.
Yeah. So now he has to get in contact with his ex-cons as well, who he befriended, who were part of the cartel and still have those connections. Because, yeah, most of them, they're still fucking working for the cartel. I mean, a jail cell isn't going to stop them from getting some comforts from them.
No.
Yeah, I love that line as well. You never stop, but you don't say anything. Yeah, you've said a lot, but you've not said what you need to say.
Which is vindictive of this generation.
Yeah, he never sugarcoats it as well. They would have done a lot of fucked up shit to her if he hadn't saved their ass. Yeah, so yeah, now she has her fucking piece, like, and this is where she tells a bit more about her boyfriend than that he was. Yeah, she kind of sugarcoats it by calling him a realtor, but yeah, he's just a fucking guy who owned a lot of property for a trap house, like you said before. Just as a nice little front for his dodgy operations. Even though it's not proper cartel operations, it's just something for him to do, just to keep him off the back of the cartels. And yeah, she starts saying how, I was just so in love with him. He was like 30, and God, he was like really a man. And even John's like, what the fuck, man? Yeah. Yeah, but I think this might be the scene where I thought her performance was a bit wooden. I don't know if it's because she's betraying someone who's coming down, but her line delivery was really off. It's like,
well, she's not. Erin Moriarty is not a great actress. Like, she basically plays the same role.
Yeah,
she's the same person here that she is in Jessica Jones season 1. It's the same character in The Boys. I mean, the only thing that in The Boys she gets to have special effects and makes her eyes glow, which does nothing ever. That's it. Like, she's just the same character. All the little, Midwest, I don't even know if she is from the Midwest. She might not be, but she plays that character, the little wafy Midwest girl that's a little cuter than not, but not that cute, and kind of put upon and thrust in these bad situations. And she's the girl next door we're supposed to feel bad for and stuff like that. I don't know how much that's true.
You so fucking hell. She looks like a reject from Man on Two Swords these days now.
Yeah. Man, I'm looking at a promotional. I'm looking at a promotional still for her
she allowed
right
that
now.
fucking shit to happen. No, she did.
Of course she did.
I know. And the thing is that when people were saying whoa, even when people were showing concern, she was like having a fucking go at them, saying, "Oh, it's the lighting." It's like, stop lying, you fucked your face up.
The lighting. It was it was the lighting and the knife that went in her face, and
yeah, it was the lighting that made her look like that orc from Return of the King. Pikes in front, archers behind.
It was the lighting that blinded the doctor that mutilated her.
Yeah, I kind of felt a bit sorry for her at first, but when she started responding like the way she did, I was like, you know what? You deserve every fucking shit you get now. You've kind of lost my sympathy.
I don't really see what was so special about her. I mean, she looks like, for the lack of a better words, like a 10-year-old's body. She's got a cute face, but other than that, I mean, she doesn't look like a woman.
No,
well, she was in her 20s when she did this, and I think she's in her early 30s now, or something like that.
Yeah, she's 1994, so she'd be about 31.
Yeah, she really looks 94 now. She could have just looked like a very attractive 30-something woman, but no.
She'll be 31 in June. If you want to send her a card.
That's sad when you can look at actresses like this.
I digress. So. Yeah, they got to some shitty motel, obviously, to hide out, and I like how the fucking clerk assumes that she's a prostitute, and he's some fucking grizzled old guy trying to get his food. It's like, hey, where'd you find her there? It's like, the fucking delivery room. And he's like, okay, it's the room, complimentary breakfast, and if you do want some hookers, I can hook you up. It's like, maybe when the daughter's out, okay?
Me.
Yeah, and he's asleep. Obviously, she can't fucking sleep. She's all bothering her, and this is where she goes to talk to the clerk. But it turns out she's on the bloody news. They're wanted men. They are now fugitives, and I'll give credit to this clerk. He doesn't fucking sell them out. He gives them a room to kind of lie low in until the heat's off them.
But to see, that's where I kind of was confused whether or not he did sell them out and then tried to play it off. And Mel's character is not having it. He's like, that cocksucker. He told him, I know it. Yeah. And at the same time, she's eating everything up, he says, because he's into her. And I don't know. At that point, I was kind of confused. Did he really sell him out? Then he tries to blame it on the daytime clerk. And I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense. They've only been there for a few hours.
I thought the way they were tracking him down was through the phone.
Yes, I thought that too, but it also could have been he called it in over the radio. He's listening, scanning police channels, and he's like, "Okay, I'm not far from there. I could be there." It never said exactly, but I'm pretty sure the clerk sold him out. But
He must
in
have
the
done
end,
it.
tries to save face.
If the daytime clerk had sold them out, then that would have been hours ago, surely, because they'd
Right,
been
but
in the
they
hotel
they
room.
only they
like,
arrived there. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Go ahead.
No,
They showed up
they'd
at
been
night.
there a couple of
Yeah,
hours
it's
anyway.
a little bit
so-
confusing, yeah, because the clerk that helps them, I mean, he clearly is helping them because if he hadn't have fucking helped them, that Sicario would have killed them both already.
Yeah.
Because he's in the room, he's hiding in their room while the police are searching. And oh yeah, what's jail like? It's like summer camp. You're good, they'll let you ride a pony.
I feel like this Sicario cleaner guy. I feel he's like Anton Chigurh's grandchild or something like that.
Yeah, he's definitely got hints of those same psychopathic traits, and I think he's in Apocalypto as well.
Is
I
he?
don't know. Yeah, because I know one of the guys on Apocalypto is on it, and he must have been real good friends with Mel Gibson because he's in another film with him.
Huh.
Yeah. And she is wondering, if I do give myself up, what they put me in like some place where I can be protected for giving information. Is like, yeah, it's that only works for fucking snitches and celebrities. It's so yeah, she's kind of fucked even if she does try and do the right thing. And
they get her
herself
easier. They get her easier in jail than they could out on the street.
I know.
Jail,
He's not going to let that happen, even though she
Yeah.
kind of probably does deserve it. But it's his daughter, and I think this is where she does start to become a little bit more redeemable. She does start to become a little bit more empathetic towards her dad and what she's done to him now.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I like that as well. I like that you've seen that that relationship develop. She's starting to evolve as a character. She's starting to become a bit more sympathetic as well. So they bust this car as well, but the police are already fucking dead. They're being shot by Anton Chigurh's fucking grandson, maybe. And he's a scary fucker. Yeah, he's a scary fucker. I totally buy this guy will fucking kill me just for looking at him the wrong way.
Anybody that committed to face tattoos, that they're never going to earn an honest living in their life. So
Right.
I know.
Can't get an office job.
Yeah, so you start firing the reverse, and he moves out the way, and they fucking get away. But yeah, I like it.
Well,
No fucking lines, no lines whatsoever. He doesn't need them. All he has to do is shoot with those face tattoos, shoot people, and have that very cold stare.
I'm kind of interested to check out this book this is based off of now because it's.
I want to know. I fucking want to know as well. I want to check out all the guys' books. Yeah,
He's done a lot of touch-up screenplays. He touched up the screenplay for Top Gun Maverick and The Town, which The Town is also based on a book too, but it's neither here nor there.
Yeah, was it Dennis Dehan who wrote that book, or was it?
No, no. The Town it's called The Town, Prince of Thieves by the same guy that wrote The Strain. I'll look it up. I forget his name. I forget his name.
Yeah, I am guessing this is a little bit more simplified from the novel, but I think I always kind of like it when it happens. Let the film be a bit more simplified while the book is a bit more detailed.
Chuck Hogan,
is
the guy.
Yeah, so this is where he starts getting into contact with one of his former cellmates, his former cartel buddies, who may have information on what's happened because she's told him the name of her boyfriend now, and yeah, he gets the phone from the vent and is like, "Oh, finally, it's the first time I've used this phone since I pulled it out my ass." So he does the note. He gets back. They sneak around, and this is where they use that nice little trick where he just throws it on the floor and he sweeps it underneath the cell door for. I forgot this guy. I don't know the name of this guy, but fucking I must have missed the shots. But he definitely seems like one of the top dogs in the cartel who's still
shot caller.
His connections despite being in jail.
Yeah, shot caller and slide it underneath your door. It's called fishing.
Yeah, this is a smart film. This is actually a very smart film. I actually believed this shit when I saw it. I mean, I've never spent time in jail with cartels, but I was like, I don't get the feeling this is bang on.
Yeah, I mean, the only drawback I had to it is just coming on the heels of Sicario, the movie by Taylor Sheridan, the language they use. Like, for instance, when they say Sicario, Sicario's been around since like the 70s, 80s, and that particular cat of Colombia, referring to child soldiers that were picked up in the slums and trained to just be merciless.
Yeah.
And the way it's kind of the thing I have to drop it just because the knowledge I have, and I guess it's why my wife tells me shut up all the time. Is it's the simple fact that like the cartel doesn't operate in the States. They don't let cartel members in the States because we're within reach of the U.S. government, direct reach. And a lot of stuff like LMA, Soberanos, Norteños, these prison gangs, they operate as almost like a contractor.
Correct.
And that's those interchange in the movies, and then I guess now the Sicario, it's the old word meaning I think it's Italian, or it's actually Spanish and Italian, but it means hitman or assassin. And I wish they wouldn't popularize the language and really get into the details of that. That would make this a top 10 movie for me if it really touched on that, which just the language. They don't need to show it, so to speak.
Yeah, do you think the actual movie Sicario didn't touch on that enough?
No, Sicario, that whole movie is just, I'm like, come on. That may be what happens to some degree now, but it's only popularized by people in the States who think that's what it's just people posing as, they'll say they're cartel, but cartel, and they're like, no, we don't operate in the States. We'll cut ties with you. You're
right. They don't need to, because they've got plenty of money where they can pay somebody to do something, and it's super simple. They've got their own thing going on in other countries, so they don't really need to. They can easily throw money at a problem, and and you'd be surprised at how very little money it costs to get something. I mean, you can get somebody shanked or wetted up for $100 worth of commissary on their books. It's super easy. That's nothing. So economics completely changes once you get inside. So especially I've seen dudes that have gotten pinched in Kansas City running dope, and then they get locked up, and they are smart enough not to say anything about who was their contractor or whatever, and $1,500 in cash gets thrown into the grass and in their front lawn for their family, and things like that. So I've literally seen that. That's not something I heard, trustmebro.com. That's stuff that actually happens, and that's like pittance. That's nothing. So the guys that he talks to, and these hanger-on guys are kind of like just trying to suck up to it's like if you saw that Jake Gyllenhaal movie End of Watch. They weren't even dealing with the cartel. They were dealing with people like local gangs that were being paid and manipulated by the cartel, and they were in that much trouble. So,
and that's why I love that movie.
Exactly. That movie's dope as fuck. I just watched that for the first time with the girlfriend recently.
I will say that Sicario, I did like it. It's a good, entertaining movie, but the inaccuracy in it is just what.
It's good because it's good because of the overarching story and the performances, but it's part of that Taylor Sheridan's Frontier trilogy, with Wind River and the Hell or High Water.
Hell or High Water. There you go.
Yeah, all three.
Yeah, I need to watch that again. That was a good one.
All three of those are bangers. But yeah, this is geez, they nail it in this scene right here. That I'm glad you got this little clip. I mean, she's not even 21, this girl. Look at all this trouble she's in. She's not even old enough to drink yet, and she's causing all this.
I will say this. I will take homage with your Spanish. Somebody should have sat down and taught that girl how to speak Spanish during that last scene.
Yeah.
That was horrible. Jeez, I had a hard time understanding what the hell she was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always thought that was a little bit as well about the Mexican workers, because the white people aren't doing these jobs. I thought that was a little bit forced as well, and especially from a movie that's pretty fucking based as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're gonna throw little bits in there. I'm feeling it. It's still California. It's still a little Hollywood.
Yeah. But apart from that, it's a nitpick, and once again, it kind of goes by pretty quickly. But you do get this other little scene as well, where he's kind of surrounded by these bottles, and you can really see he's tempted as well just by looking at them, and he has to get the fuck away from there. But he needs to ask this bar guy about getting in contact with Preacher, because this is one of the places he last remembers him hanging out in. And there's probably a huge chance he doesn't go down there anymore. He's probably gone somewhere else, but he's got nowhere else to. It's the only lead he has to maybe find something that can help his situation. Maybe get his daughter out. Blah blah blah. All that stuff. So yeah, he's not getting anywhere with this guy. He's shrugging him off. Yeah, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't want to drink." And look at that. They actually make it look like very tempting as well, and the way he just looks.
Oh, I know. Blue Collar would be creaming his jeans right about now.
Yeah, for a biker bar, that's pretty neat.
As well, because, like I said, he probably wasn't fucking acting there. He really was looking at those, thinking, "I need to get the fuck out of here."
Hey, wasn't the bartender shot in John Wick?
Yeah, he was in John Wick. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know the bar was used in The Guest in 2014. I know that.
Oh fuck! I need to watch that.
That is a good dude. Watch that movie. That movie is good.
Yeah. Hey, David Wilson, how you doing, man? Yeah. Hi, mate. Hope you're okay. Yeah, I'm doing fine. Hope you are. And
it's interesting. You can kind of tell that the screenplay is adapted from a novel. That the novel takes place in 2004, 2005, because there's a lot of payphone usage in this. I don't know that payphones were that rampant in 2016. They certainly freaking aren't now.
Yeah, it doesn't look very 2016 either, though, the film. It looks like something you could, if you didn't know what year this came out, you'd think, maybe this did come out in the 2000s or maybe the late 90s. Who knows? Because there's no modern fashion trends. It looks very kind of contemporary.
The cell phones are little blocks of junk, and well, not even junk. They're those Nokia things that, like, actually those aren't junk. Those are actually you could like break concrete with them, and their batteries last forever. But I mean, there's a lot of payphone usage in this movie.
Yeah, everything looks fucking worn in, like they've been there. Everything looks like they're falling apart, and they haven't been renovated enough to hold up for long. They look like very lived in, everything, and I like it. It just adds more of a realism to it. But even though this is kind of a bit sleazy as well, where she's getting all these bikers around, but she is kind of being resourceful here this time. She's kind of using it to help her dad to get what he needs. Yeah. That's his way of talking to Kirby about what's happening. And he's working, and once again, just the look on his face as well, seeing these fucking guys trying to, hoping they can fucking gangbang his daughter in the fucking bathroom. It's, he's not happy, and I don't blame him. I really don't. And he's fucking pissed off as well. He's like so infuriated that she's slutting it up, but he hasn't really taken the time to realize that she's actually being helpful this time. She's not being selfish. She actually is trying to, get through this situation.
The other good thing about Gibson's character is that he's, for all he is sort of ex-military and whatnot, and he is a bit of a hard case, you still feel the fear of him being in that bar and knowing that he probably couldn't handle all of those guys if they wanted to start any trouble with him.
Yeah, he'd fucking give it his all, though.
He'd have a good go, but do you know what I mean? He kind of...
Oh, yeah, he's already sizing everybody up, so to speak. And that's the thing. I wouldn't want to serve with anybody who didn't have a little fear in them.
Yeah.
Damn heroes to get people killed.
And she's even talking him into maybe just helping her escape the country so he can go back and hopefully try and get through his parole. But it's like, you go into Tijuana, you'll be turning fucking tricks in no time. I mean, how else are you going to make fucking money?
Oh, gotta love TJ.
Yeah, David Wilson, good to see you back at what you do best. I've been going back for a while, man. Look on my channel, you'll find a few more Bastards breakdowns. I'll be doing a few more streams as well. That's not breakdowns, it's Bastard Talks Bollocks, Gobby Bastards, blah, blah, blah. I've been really doing the live streams recently.
And a great potato song everywhere
Yes.
you go.
Yeah. I'm gonna stop it for now because there's only so much earworm people can tolerate. Maybe in another 5 years, you know. After
I caught
everyone's
myself
done
cleaning the
it.
house yesterday and singing the potato song.
I feel responsible now.
We made potatoes with dinner a few days ago, and I was like, potato, potato, what a potato, no. My girlfriend's looking at me like, she's like, you all right? What's going on with you? I'm like, it's something from Luke's
Yeah,
channel.
I've unleashed the monster. I have.
Potato.
Yeah, because even I'm gonna get fed up of it and move on to something a little bit new. But for now, I'm just going to enjoy the madness.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but she does manage to get the fucking number for Reacher as well, so you can call him and
Reacher for Reacher. Reacher's who we got.
Sorry, Reacher. Fucking hell. Yeah, I've had so many weeks of Reacher. I'm kind of I need to get out of that mentality. Been listening to Echo Burning though. That's I'm actually compelled at the moment. But yeah, it's
See, if Blue Collar were here right now, he'd be reading off he'd be narrating this entire thing to us right
I
now.
know. Fucking hell, he really gave me tons of slides as well, even the recaps. I don't need the recaps. We know. I know. I don't need the title. I don't need the slides of the title. I mean, you know, it's kind of something that's happening every episode. But I am still grateful he gave the slides to me as well. It's just a bit of a pain in the ass to operate on this laptop, so I might just stick to doing my own little screenshots and displaying the folder, and that's about it.
Yeah, maybe cut out the WooFlix pirate domain that it's on.
Oh yeah, I'll have to try. Yeah, that never usually happens, but I did this time.
I do like this scene, even though it kind of it is kind of making the movie soggy in the middle and kind of dragging it a little bit, just due to the fact that, you know, we see Erin Moriarty's character, whatever her name is, Bloodfather daughter.
Yeah, I think it's Lydia. Yeah, she's being a bit more vulnerable.
Yeah, she's a little bit more like, okay, this is a serious situation I've gotten you into, and you know, I'm sorry, I didn't. You know, it's not what I wanted to do.
Yeah, and once again, it develops the characters. It develops their relationship. She's not just being selfish now. She is. They are starting to bond a tiny bit now. It's like it's not they are bonding a lot. It's just that little bit as well, just to sort of give you a little hint and then progress as the movie goes on.
Yeah. Can I? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Lord. I was just going to pose a question. If we had a better actress here, do you think somebody would pull this off instead of making this, like you said, middle kind of soggy in the middle? It felt in the beginning her apologies were hollow. We could see that, but somebody here really pull the gravitas up.
Yeah,
hey, I'm really sorry.
Well, it's like I said before. I mean, she just basically plays the same character in everything that I've seen her in. And this conversation, I mean, this could easily be Huey sitting across from her right now and her saying how hard it's been to be a superhero and, you know, blah blah. I mean, it's like she's very much a one trick pony. So yeah, it could have been. But again, if this hadn't been done in 2016 with her or somebody like her, then it'd be done now. Can you imagine now there would be a scene where when she's trying to game these bikers, one of them gets handsy and she winds up, you know, flipping him across the table or something like that. And he comes up and says, I didn't know you could do that. And she's like, there's a lot of things I learned while you were away, Dad. And then like he gets hit and he's like father, like daughter. And she's like, maybe a little bit better.
You're not wrong.
What worries me is I'm scared that some of the woke crowd is listening to this and they're actually writing that down.
Yeah, they're literally like, hey, this is hey, Lord Toxic. Hi. My name's Brandon. I go by they, them. I really liked some of the ideas that you had. Do you think you could do a quick workup screenplay for us?
Well, you never know. You might have missed your calling.
I would rather eat dog food than shill for the woke crowd.
Right, Don Lord.
Speaking of dog food, I ate it in Mad Max too.
Yeah.
He's like, so we don't have this little connection here now as well. I mean,
this goes on a little too long, in my opinion, if you don't mind me saying. I just don't think. I mean, we could have gotten it, you know, the payoff for it a little farther. along, and then this is really kind of anticlimactic. I feel like they waste what's his name, Michael Parks, the guy from Kill Bill. I feel like they kind of waste him here. I mean, it's very kind of anticlimactic. Is it Michael Parks that's in this? I feel like
I
it
think
is.
they do at the end because he pops
preaching.
up as well. He pops up as well and just gets shot like that, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Well, he's there for a minute.
Yeah, but I do like I do kind of like the little theme that everything they kind of believed in the past is just fucking bullshit. Like John has wasted his whole life not snitching on the people he looked up to because he had this moral code, but now you see the guy he looked up to is fucking selling him out for money. He's doing whatever he can with money. Like everything he believed in is just something he can make money off now.
Yeah,
and he mentions that later on with the with like all those rebels, your hip hop artists. I mean, they all get fucking corporatized in the end. They all sell out, and it's nothing. So they're all kind of broken by being disillusioned by what they used to believe in anyway.
We'll talk about typecast. Is it just me or Del Dickey there? She is meant to play these roles.
Yeah, she always plays these fucking roles, doesn't she? I tried, Earl. I did. I even pulled out my good boob. That's still one of my favorite lines on that name is Al.
Yep.
Yeah, but I do like Michael Parks though. He's just got that. He just looks like a fucking real guy. He doesn't look like an actor. He looks like someone who got picked up off the street and just was there to add some gravitas. Anyway.
And that's another wasted actor right there. I mean, Michael Parks, exceptional.
Yeah, that's
talent.
what I was. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I felt like
they do waste him a little bit when he shows up again when Mel gets the grenades because he kind of just becomes this other guy to shoot after that. But
yeah.
But once again, you do get a bit of history with these guys a little bit. It's not much, but it's not a lot of history, but it's just enough to sort of see it. And I know he plays the same part, Michael Parks, but I do fucking like him. And he's like selling it. He's still betting on losers to make money. He's like, yeah, they make me fucking money. Yeah, and I don't know what he's got against fucking AK-47s. I mean, Toxic, you're an expert on that. You used it.
AK-47 is the best assault rifle you can ever use.
Yeah, you absolutely, positively gotta kill every motherfucker in the room except those substitutes.
Listen, unless you're a sniper or something, AK-47, you can get sand in it, you can piss on it, you can shit on it, you can drop it into water. I mean, that thing's a workhorse, and it'll chew up whatever you hit with it. So, I mean, it's the perfect weapon in my mind. I can't. I mean, again, like I said, if you're some kind of sniper and you want some expensive but problematic 308 sniper rifle or something like that, I mean, hey, go to town. Something you got to tinker with. But I mean, you can throw an AK in the back of your truck, drive 500 miles, and then pull it out of the back of your truck all dusty and grimy, and that thing is still gonna put 30 rounds down range. So, I mean,
and not to mention it uses the real rounds, the 7.62,
right?
The 308, basically.
Oh, we've delved into American gun porn. Oh, listen to these. Listen to these septics talk about their weapons like they talk about their children.
Blimey.
Nothing gets a man hard than talking about his gun.
Yeah.
So he's also talking about how the stuff in Nam is now being used for all this other shit as well, like the landing. Let's have a look. What is it? The landing pads. Here we go. The building. Yeah, the walls in the fucking where the Berlin Wall is. I think you mentioned. Yeah, everything's just being fucking torn down and used for some kind of bullshit now. So.
And it's not until now that we find out he's been in Vietnam, then, isn't it? So
yeah.
Almost 2/3 of the way through. Like
and I like how and I do like the fact that Preacher isn't willing to help him because, I've not seen you in a long time. Who knows? You could be a fucking Fed or some shit as well. But then we found out he's the real grass, though. He's the real lowlife. He's the one who's basically betraying everything he knew and stood up for.
You bastard.
Yeah. It's where he's got all the gang bikers, and he proper berates her as well for being this spoiled little fucking millennial Instagram model kind of child, and how all those things you're rebelling against is all a load of bullshit, you know. And yeah, he's not fucking wrong. I mean, look at the punks. They became fucking commercialized, and they were supposed to be this anti-establishment kind of thing. And I don't know if you saw like this news on Johnny Laden as well, but he really hates the fucking Sex Pistols reunion. He's called them woke fucking bullshit because they're going to Disney.
Yep.
Yep.
But I like
Yep. And what all these comforting fucking people think, don't realise is that all this shit will still be here after they've cannibalised themselves. And I can't help but agree with them, especially when it comes to the left, because they're kind of cannibalising themselves, and so is fucking people like the Daily Wire as well. I know I'm going in a bit of a rabbit hole here, but Jesus Christ, man, that company's really starting to fucking go under now.
If I had been doing the screenplay for this, I probably wouldn't have a whole, big bar scene where they have a heart-to-heart and she comes through with the address and then go straight into this where there's a lot more exposition, dialogue, and bullshit. I probably would have just removed this, or at least
just have him drag him away from the bikers and then berate her a little bit, and then she pulls out the number and he starts to say, oh yeah, maybe she's not totally dumb. She is very useful.
Because these two scenes really drag the middle of this movie down like a lot.
Yeah. Then again, this is like a movie that's an hour and a half, so I think they probably did need something to at least pad it out a tiny bit. So,
I mean, they could have done like, No Country. I would have done like No Country for Old Men and just shown more of the bad guys closing in. And, they could have had a whole torture scene with William H. Macy, as we know what's going to happen here in a little bit. That's how I would have handled it. Because then right after this, we've got Mel, unless I'm wrong, and I can't be too wrong because I just rewatched this last night for this stream. I think that scene after this is Mel going to visit the dude in the joint that is his contact. So like we're getting a big old sloppy, soggy middle here. And then, it does ramp up at the end. I'm not saying that it doesn't, but I mean, I don't know if spoiler is even a thing to say, because I mean, if you're watching this along with us, you better have already watched this movie, because if not, I don't know what to tell you. But
if you've not watched this movie yet, fucking watch it. Watch the replay. I don't mind. Leave a comment. Sometimes the replays do my channel a bit better.
But I mean, this whole middle section is really, I mean, as much as I like this movie and as much as I like Mel in it and I like the concept of it, this whole middle is just very much bloat. I'm not super happy with it. Oh, somebody's got a phone call.
Because he even mentions as well that her mum was kind of the fucking she was kind of the village bike for these guys as well, but she kind of, I don't know, she kind of moved up a little bit in the ranks by shagging people, and he kind of sees her as the same as well.
Who the mom was set to be played by was Elizabeth Rom from Angel. I would have liked to have seen her in this because she's smoking hot.
Damn. Yeah, she is, man. She's still looking fucking good. Yeah, woman can really fucking pull off a pantsuit.
And Lord Hark, I'm going to give you props on that. I was wondering what this movie is missing, but when you mentioned, instead of a linear story, mentioning the parallels, you just made this a Class A movie right there.
Yeah.
I do like this line though. It's like, when a mosquito bites, it leaves an enzyme, and I can smell it on your kid. It's like, yeah, see, your mum's a slut, you got sluttiness on you too.
I mean, that's kind of a faulty metaphor though, because it's only the female mosquitoes that drink blood for their babies. So I mean, I don't know if he's trying to say that. I'm not really sure how he's trying to use that metaphor, but
well, I'm an old man, you gotta give me some slack here.
He's always, Michael Parks is always best when he's doing over the top stuff. Like Quentin Tarantino gives him over the top, like Earl McGraw, and then the pimp in Kill Bill 2. That is because that is why the beer would want me to do.
Yeah, for a long time I did not know that was him.
You didn't know that was Michael Parks?
For a good few years anyway, I didn't know, because damn, he really does play that part very convincingly.
I mean, he has a very distinctive face and voice and stuff. But I mean, I hear you. But I mean, QT really pulled him out of obscurity in it, which he's known to do. So I know
he did that for Robert Foster. He did it for John Travolta. I know.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's great for that. I gotta agree with Mr.E. It's just, would this be better? I don't know who was banging around as a young 20-something, girl in 2016. Who could they have had come in and play this? Who would have played the shit out of this? I don't know. They were already paying big money for Mel Gibson. I don't think they could have gotten anybody super great. I rack my brain to what was going on in 2016, and I can't remember who was.
Chloe Grace Moretz.
Chloe Grace. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that might have worked.
I think she made the Equalizer about the same time.
Yeah,
I think
you're
you're right.
I think she was like, I think she was
great in that. Like,
yeah, I think she might have turned 20 when this came out as well. So she was kind of old enough as well to still be mature, but at the same time, still play a teenager.
Yeah, Chloe Grace Moretz might have been. Yeah, I think that's a good call.
She is actually a better actress. I know she's kind of talks like a fucking idiot. Like, Seth MacFarlane made fun of me and Family Guy. Like, he made fun of fucking everyone. Grow up.
Yeah, some of her stuff is shit, but the conversations she has in that cafe with Denzel Washington, I think they're fucking top level. Like,
agreed. Yeah. All right. So let's get a remake of this with Chloe Grace Moretz, and then I guess who would they use to play Mel Gibson? Probably
Michael Fassbender.
Maybe Timothy Timothy Chalamet. Maybe.
Yes.
Oh, you know it.
Yeah.
Oh, you know who they would
just
get?
put him on put him on some
they...
fucking crack, some cigarettes. That'll age him up very nice.
No, you know who they would get? They would get fucking
Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal.
Because I haven't been in enough things, I need to be in more. And yeah, once again, this guy's badass when he starts getting all fucking kinky, talking about all the mechanics of a fucking good hog.
Okay, I got that. Okay, there's two different bikes in this movie. The bike that they're showing right now, and then the bike he's riding. Because I swear that looks like a super glide, but then when he's out there on the road later, that looks like a Fat Boy. They switched out bikes. I swear.
Sometimes they don't. It's like they can't always get the bike they need as well, and they don't, and they forget to change the fucking name. It's.
But that's the thing is, there's little details. If he's got a Fat Boy right there, say it's a Harley Fat Boy, but don't say it's a Super Glide. Especially if it's Softail. Who rides a Softail? Don't get me started.
And actually, I think this scene does kind of bloat a little bit as well, because he starts giving us little father talk about about his regrets, and we kind of see that later on anyway, where he talks about how he nearly unalived himself, but then got sepsis. That scene that comes up later. But yeah, we are seeing him make a bit more of a connection now. He's going a little bit more easier on her now, and she's being a little bit more sympathetic towards him. And yeah, Patty from My Name Is Al wakes him up holding a fucking double barrel shotgun, and they've been fucked. They're fucked now.
I've been there before.
Yep. Yep, and once again, he fucking sold out. He sold out his fucking morals for money. And the actual bloody portrayal and John feels as well. He just goes full on. He just roars in his face. He screams at him.
See, this is one of those things that, performances from Mel aside, which is, amazing. This is one of those things that works in a book, and it doesn't translate to screen very well. Like we are now like a good 30-40 minutes without our main antagonists showing their faces. I would have done a thing where, they tried to get the money for whatever reason, maybe even try to make it a sympathetic reason. But Michael Parks and, the old lady try to get the money by calling the cartel themselves or whatever, and then have them show up and pull a double cross and like kill these guys and then put them in a, get them back on the run. I would have done something like that. That would have made it, because we're spending way too much time. And I get it. You write this in a story and in a book, but you always want to keep bringing your main antagonist back into it, because too much time has gone by where we're not thinking about them. That's why No Country for Old Men did such a great job, because Shigur was like this ever foreboding presence, just like clamoring down on our main protagonists and stuff.
Yeah, because it switched between Josh Brolin's character trying to look for places to lie low while Anton Chigurh was closing in on him, because Josh Brolin was a fucking idiot who didn't try to check for any trackers in the first place.
He made a lot of mistakes. To be fair, he made a lot of mistakes in that movie.
I love how it built the tension. This isn't building tension.
This isn't what?
Because I think they wanted to make a point as well. Like, these are two broken men who.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah. Now finish what you're saying, Mr.E. Sorry, I was being rude there. I do apologize.
Oh no worries, my bad. No, I'm just saying, like y'all were talking, Shigurh's character actually helped build the tension. You felt the momentum gaining. Here, it just one double cross surprise after another. No tension is building. Pretty much what Lord Toxic said.
Yeah, I don't know if they're trying to put across a message about how if you go about this life with some kind of code, it turns out to be bullshit anyway. Because look at the mafia as well. They were like never rat on your friends, always keep your mouth shut. But what pretty much destroyed the mafia was a lot of them were turning into fucking rats.
Yeah.
But I think they are trying to do something like a contrast. Like, these are both broken guys who have kind of wasted their lives because they believed in trying to have some kind of moral code. But now Mel Gibson is kind of on the path of redeeming himself here as well. But now he's being betrayed by the guy who he kind of got his moral code from. But yeah, he does turn into a bit of a fucking horrible, bitter old man, and is like trying to justify his action. He's like, yeah, I'm betraying you, but I'm a fucking veteran, all right? Show some bloody respect. What do you know, you young'uns? It's like, yeah, you fucking prick. And yeah, Mel fucking gives her a good whack as well. He was like, yeah, you remind me of Otto. Bang. And yeah, he proper screams in his face as well. He's like, you're so fucking pathetic, I can't even kill you. And you took that away from me too. I do actually like that line.
I definitely would have killed him.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's going to fucking come back, isn't he? His liabilities. He knows too much now, and he does eventually as well, because he goes back for the grenades, and
the way he does it,
shows up and gets shot.
I love the way he does that, though. That is just like so matter of fact. He tries to say something to Gibson, and he's just no, sorry.
Now we got a good now that it's starting to ramp up a little bit, and we get a little bit of Mad Max Road Warrior 2.0 type.
Yeah,
happening here. I like it.
Yeah, the closest thing we're going to get to Old Man Mad Max, and it's a pretty good adrenaline pumping chase as well. It's very intense. You got more of the bikers coming after him, and Mel just starts fucking blasting.
Anyway, I started blasting. Bang! Bang!
He's got that double barrel shotgun. You know what you get when you got a double barrel shotgun, don't you? There, Northern bastard.
You get a good spread.
You point that shotgun in the direction where your problem is, you ain't got a problem there no more.
Yeah, his daughter fucking provides a good spread too.
Yikes!
Oh, Lord, I say.
Yeah, and he gets and at least this guy gets run over by this fucking lorry. It's like, damn man, you really see him hit.
That's gotta hurt.
Yeah, it's gonna leave a mark.
These up.
Yeah, I got one down below that you can use whenever you feel like it too.
Let's have a look. See if we can...
Okay.
Here we go. Yeah. Oh yeah, I should have used that fucking earlier. Should have done. Next time then.
You could wait till the.
You know what? I'll just play it now. Play it now. You know, it's it's a bit a little bit late to the party, but fuck it, it's a good one. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
dying times here.
Classic.
Yeah, I think the first part of Beyond Thunderdome is still the best. As soon as it gets to the kids, I kind of switch out.
Yeah. I
So,
do
Susan-
want to. I was just going to say about the.
No, keep going,
motorcycle
man.
chase.
Keep going. Sorry about that. Yeah.
I'm just curious how they manage to keep their bikes going if they're shooting with their right hand.
Yeah,
Because your
fucking
throttle's
hell,
on your right
Mr.
hand.
Mr.E, is that not how motorbikes work? We're
course
not
not.
sure. How's don't you control it with your feet, like a pedal of some kind, or how do those work, sir?
Well, I'll tell you. Yeah. Shoot with your left hand, damn it.
Yeah, I've never shot a shotgun from a bike, but it looks like it's gonna be fucking harder than the movies make it out to be.
Yeah, I like how
Yes,
they
that's-
use one hand.
Well, you don't have motorcycles or firearms over where you're at, do you?
We do have motorcycles, sadly not
Yeah.
firearms. Unless you count, we can probably do some makeshift ones.
I am surprised because I thought having a motorcycle was against Sharia law.
Oh, not yet. Give it time. Give it time.
I always use a boat and
Yeah,
arrow
if
on my bike.
you're Islamic, yes, you can. You can. And you can probably have fucking guns as well. I would not be surprised if they had guns as well as machetes.
Bow and arrow, Luke.
Mm.
Always.
Yeah, looks like I better get down to the woods and start carving out a nice bow and a few fucking arrows.
Nice bit of birch.
Mm.
Well, I
Gold.
thought they'll use you.
Me?
What, you?
No, you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
Wait, who?
Who?
Who are you? Catapults. That's the way forward.
Oh yeah. I swear to God, next war we're in, y'all show up with catapults.
And slingshots.
Yeah.
Everybody's all worried about the different borders and all this different kind of stuff. But man, listen, I don't know if you guys have been looking at them Tesla lifelike robots that are learning. They're teaching them jujitsu and shit. Like, dude, that's what we need to worry about. When I saw Terminator when I was like 7, I was like, man, I'm probably not going to be old enough to fight in the Terminator war. Well, I think I am going to make it to this. I think we're on the verge right now.
Shit.
Yeah, so she's getting threats by the cartel. The cartel wannabes anyway, because they aren't real cartel, are they? They're just led by this fucking hanger-on.
Where's
So
your
it's talking
slides? Where's your slides?
Yeah, talking to Kirby, and okay, I think this is where some of the bits that we saw earlier could have been cut out. Oh,
Slides.
slides, sorry about that. Oh shit, yeah, because I'm seeing them and you're not. I do apologize. Here we go. Yeah,
Well-oiled machine here on the
There we go.
Bastards Breakdown.
Fucking potato.
Potato.
Here we go. Got it. Yeah, and she, and apparently she revealed that she used to be Sui Saddle. Anyway, I'm trying to be careful with saying this because in case I get fucking flagged because you can't see anything on anything anymore.
She basically tells the dad all the trauma she's been through. She wound up getting forced to perform fellatio on a superhero that works in the water, and that was triggering for her.
Yeah, she had to get deep. Yeah, she had to let the deep go deep. But it is kind of him saying, in a way, the short version is him saying, listen, life is fucking shit. Life is going to hand your ass a dozen fucking bad things, and it's never going to stop, but you just got to keep fucking rolling with it. You still got to keep rolling that rock up the hill no matter how many times it falls down.
Good analogy.
Yeah.
Got to keep rolling in the deep.
Yeah, and he's still, even though he's being really serious here, it is actually, he does get some funny lines as well. It's not even like haha funny. It's like, yeah, he's just trying to be, he's trying to relieve the tension a bit. Like he opened up his wrists in prison, and he got sepsis, and he had to watch TV, and he was in hospital for a long time, and he really wanted to do himself in. It's like, and once again, he's got like deadpan humor a little bit there as well. That very dark sense of humor. If you can't find a way to do yourself, why come to me? Why do any of this? You know what? If you really are thinking of doing yourself in, why are you here right now? And yeah, and she's still got a chance to make it better as well. She's still young enough to have a decent future, and
Nah, she's ruined.
yeah. In real life, yes. So yeah, he's got to go to his meeting as well, and obviously he's leaving her alone. She's doing her hair blonde as well because they got to keep cover. He gets his suit on as well, and they don't even ask him for any idea as well. He's like, "I'm just a friend of this guy," blah blah blah. And the guy just lets him in. So this is probably a terrible prison as well, that with not very good security.
Yeah, that's not realistic, dude. You're not even getting through the front door without ID and a reason to be there. That's some Hollywood shit right there.
Yeah, I mean, even though this film seems to be doing a lot of things right, yeah, it takes a few liberties, but that's kind of movies for you, though. I can accept the odd little liberty. But
I mean, there is stuff that can be done on the. I'm not saying there's not crooked stuff that goes on with the guards and stuff, but that's like once you're on the inside. The guys that work out on the front area and stuff like that, like there's usually like retired sheriff's deputies or whatever. Like you're not getting in there. They can't because there's cameras on you and everything gets logged in. You're showing ID. It's not easy to get in there.
Yeah. So I'm just going to go over the assumptions that the people in this are pretty fucking crooked. I mean, that's the only way I can sort of
Sure.
least, yeah. Yeah, and this is where she gets a call from Kirby as well, and it looks like he's being helpful, but little does she know he's being held hostage by the cartel wannabes. And he's leading her into a trap. I really should have put Admiral Akbar on there.
It's a trap! It's a trap!
Yeah, once again, there's a good connection with these two. You sense there is some real history with these guys as well, just by the way they act and the way they talk to each other. It's like, yeah, you look like a public defender. But now he has to find out who this guy is as well and who he knows. And this is where he finds out, yeah, he's just some fucking asshole who the cartel just give the odd job so he isn't pestering them. But after what he's just been doing at the moment, though, he's been getting too big for his boots, and the cartel are not happy with him. They're willing to fucking carve him a new one. Yeah, so yeah, we'll move on from here. We get the exposition here, and yeah, tell your daughter to be safe, blah blah blah.
Is that Mike Sandoval?
Yes.
Sorry?
It's
Sandoval,
Mike
yeah.
Sandoval.
Yep.
Yeah, I would not have expected to play this role.
Yeah, he's
Doesn't
like
seem
a
as typical.
chameleon. He can really play a lot of different stuff. He's really good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, wait, is he in Get Shorty as well as Pablo?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mr.
Oh,
Escobar.
yeah. Oh, he's looking a little older now, though. He's balder, but yeah.
No, he's great.
He's come back to me now. Yeah.
He's great. Get short. He's like, I send my nephew down here. I think he's retarded.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, it's like, we're going to see the sights. They don't want my fucking money. Go film. Really underrated movie. You liked it as well, Fandad, didn't you? Even though you're not into the old gangster.
Get Shorty.
Yeah.
Get Shorty was wicked, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, for a gangster film that's got some very dark stuff in it. It's actually very light-hearted. It's not.
Dude,
Yeah,
Elmore
I think it's
Leonard,
got a lot of great
Elmore Leonard
dark
doesn't
humor in it.
miss.
Yeah.
Oh, he was also in Repo Man, if anybody remembers that.
Yeah.
He's played a lot of roles, hasn't he? He's always played like these dodgy sort of like Latin kind of guys.
No, not always, because he plays like the editor in chief on Gillian Flynn's Sharp Object miniseries. He plays Cappy, the editor in chief. He's almost unrecognizable.
He was in Jurassic Park as well.
Yes, because Alan is a digger. Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, shit, that's coming back to me. I can't believe
The dude. He's what Lance would call he's a jobbing actor.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is where we found out her boyfriend is alive, and he's sporting a brand spanking new haircut, which and probably the cut as well because they were trying to get to the wound to fix as well.
Well, I mean, he's sort of doing the same thing that they're doing. He's you get changing how he looks to kind of lay low.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, he's got to join the rebellion soon. So I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he does look like he's lost a bit of blood as well. He's got bags on his eyes. He looks like he
plays,
has a
he
change
plays the
shit.
shit out of this role. He really plays the shit out of this
I
role.
know. He should play more fucking villains. He really looks like he's getting into it, and I buy it. He's obviously trying to sweet talk him, and even his wound is still bleeding. I mean, fucking hell, man.
Poor lad.
Yeah, he's playing this. I give you everything, and you betray me. You tried to kill me. So now he's got her, and I have your name on my heart. So they got her now. The Sicario guy is kidnapping her, and this is where he gets a call, and this is where they found out that she's kidnapped now. So we're really getting to the climax now as well, and it's like, listen, I'm fucking Mel Gibson. I'm gonna fuck you, fucking kill you. And if I don't, then you're just gonna have to torture me. Oh, my nipples are so sensitive.
Good Lord.
Yeah. Yeah, this is where I found out that Kirby was basically forced to drink a shitload of tequila, and he just blurted out everything. And he gets killed. I was kind of sad about that, though.
Yeah, I nearly jumped out of my seat. I nearly shit myself when they started drilling the lad.
I know, but he served his purpose. They got everything they needed. They don't need him anymore.
They should have maybe, like one of the guys said before, I don't know if it was Toxic, should have seen sort of an interrogation or even torture scene just to break up the sort of the pacing was lacking somewhat in the middle of the movie.
But then again, I think they were trying to make that a surprise as well, and have it be a bit of a gut punch when it was revealed. It's like, oh no, Kirby, no.
Or he did feel like a disposable character, but
yeah.
Yeah, but obviously Mel has John knows what kind of game he's playing now as well. He's like, listen, I know you're in deep shit with the fucking cartel, and he's kind of got him here a little bit as well. So yeah, let's move on. Blah 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 blah. So yeah, just let it go, you know, blah blah blah, all that stuff. So obviously he's got a plan now. He goes back to Preachers to get the grenades and the mines as well, which obviously he's got a plan. He's going to set a trap for him.
My favourite bit.
Yeah, and Preacher, and this is where Michael Pax kind of just gets killed like that. He's like, yeah, you got some nerve. He pulls out a gun. John shoots him. He's like, fucking asshole.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
See ya.
Yeah. And I do like this climax as well. It's just stripped down. There's no big bombastic music. It's not very explosive action. It's just a bit more downright guerrilla style, gritty, and it does feel a little bit more suspenseful and realistic.
I think we've got to take a minute here though to appreciate like the cinematography. And
yeah, let's get more of those shots.
The shot compositions and everything about it. It's just sumptuous.
Yeah, this is why it feels like a modern day western in a way.
It is. It's very no country, isn't it?
Mm. Yeah, no music plays whatsoever. They just let you absorb the suspense,
the realism.
Mm. Yeah, and it's one of the twins from Breaking Bad. Yeah. So yeah, obviously he's doing the whole charade that he's taking off his top, and really he's just hiding the fucking him setting up the man near the bike, isn't he? He's resting the bike on top of the man. So tape him up, they put him in the car. Yeah, she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Daddy, I got us killed." And it's like, just move the bike off the road. I mean, are you sure? Are you sure it's not rigged? Come on, don't ask questions. Just get the fucking bike off. It's like, okay, if you say so, that means it probably isn't.
It's
rig
funny
with a
because
man.
he's using tactics of what the enemy used against it. It's a bouncing Betty right there. He's using tactics the Vietnamese used against him, and the Americans.
That's a nice little detail. That, yeah, nice little
Yeah, it's
hatback.
rarely they do. Hollywood does mines right.
Yeah. And yeah, that's all the explosions they need as well. And he just fucking knocks this guy sat next to him and kicks the seat while Diego Luna gets fucking crushed against the steering wheel and is like, "Taste steering wheel, bitch." And yeah, once again, Mel Gibson going on beast mode is just fantastic to watch. It is beautiful. It is bloody brilliant. He's
What a missed opportunity for him to be like, "You just messed with the wrong Bloodfather."
Yeah. So that's why they call it that. Yeah, he's shooting him as well. He almost he fucking gets Diego Luna here as well, Andy. He almost shoots the guy's foot and he's like, "Oh no, the foot, please, do not let me shoot my dick off anywhere but the dick, please." Sadly, he spares him that mercy and doesn't shoot his dick off, but he does get him, cuts himself loose. But then we got the Sicario there to just shooting back at him as well because, yeah, he's been sat there for quite a while as well. He probably figured out he'd pull some shit like this. And now he's got to try and flank him, because, you can hear the shots, but you can't always see where the bastard is because sniper rifles, you don't hear the sound until someone gets hit. But yeah, she's willing not to leave him. He's like, "Listen, I'll do suppressing fire. You get the fuck out of there." And no, she's willing to stay with him. So
it would have been great if he was like, "All right, 1, 2, 3, and then you go." And she's like, "Wait, do we go on 3 or 1, 2, 3 then go?"
Like Lethal Weapon, yeah. It's always free.
Be even better if he said, "Grab the cat."
Yeah. Grab that cat. Grab the cat. I was just 3 days to retirement. So it's had to go together to go for the next one, but then he gets wounded.
Oh no, bullets, my only weakness. This is actually pretty smart what she does here. I like how she the slides don't really do it justice, but if you watch, like, she positions the car in a way to protect him, and if you're in a gunfight, which I hope none of you guys ever are.
Yeah, you got to sit behind the engine block, don't you? Because
correct, that's right. Yeah. I guess I've said that before. Yeah, it would put the engine block between you and whoever's shooting at you. Cover, not concealment. So
yeah, because bullets can go through the fucking car.
Bullets will go through a car metal like it's tissue paper. It's not even funny, but they will stop at the engine block no matter what they're shooting at you. Usually,
to prop up one movie, Heat did it well. The shootout in Heat.
Oh yeah. I mean that's the
that
gold.
film got a lot fucking right.
That's the gold standard.
Everything.
Yeah. Oh, that did so much right. Yeah, we did a breakdown on that too, didn't we?
Yeah, we did last year. I think that might be my second one.
Well, hopefully everybody in that no one's going to pass away soon and turn into Trump derangement syndrome. So luckily it's just beautiful the way it is, and nothing's going to change.
Yep, I rewatched it again last night. It's one of those films I can never get fucking bored of. I always love it. I've got a fondness for it, the way it's shot, everything. But yeah, moving on. But yeah, he's wounded, and honestly, it's he gets that shot in the side where you probably might be able to make it if you don't fucking bleed out or die from shock or sepsis or whatever.
Well, if you got him in the lung, he's pretty much screwed.
Yeah,
you're going to fill up.
Unless you get someone that's like good with trauma care and they've got a piece of plastic they can seal your lung up with, you're pretty much done.
And yeah, he fucking gets him. But the Sicario guy, he gets him again as well. And this time Melly's fucked. Melly's really fucked. But I do like how he has one last little scream saying, "I got him. Fuck you. I got you." Yeah, so now he's accepting. He's gonna die now, and he doesn't want her to get him help. He knows he's dying. He just wants to spend his last moments with her, and this time as a father who's not hated by his daughter because, yes, I mean, they die as he dies as a good father this time instead of a neglectful father like he was in the past. He redeems himself.
He dies as he lived, as Mel Gibson.
Yeah, she breaks down like, "Oh, Daddy, no, you're dead. Oh, so sad."
He died with his boots on, but not
Yeah.
his beard.
I'll be damned. The cops stop Diego Luna, and yeah, you don't need to see it. You don't need to see what happens next. You know exactly what's happening.
You know he's getting the Joe Pesci treatment.
Oh yeah,
they're going to lead him to the. I got that slide down below, by the way.
Oh, have you? Yeah.
Oh no! Whoops.
Yeah. Hello, whacked them. They fucking whacked them.
They whacked them.
Someone's eye out with that thing.
They whacked them. They whacked them out.
Even got shot in the face, so they couldn't give Tommy a open burial. I'll have to do that one day. I keep saying that, but I never fucking do.
I mean, to be fair, I'd rather be led down to somebody's garage and put one in the back of my head than get taken out in prison because they're going to do you ugly in prison.
Yeah, they make you. Yeah, they probably will make you feel
They might give you a honey bun to wipe out the taste, but I mean that's the rest of it's going to be ugly.
Yeah, no, because even if you don't fucking die from the stab wound, you'll probably get sepsis because they put shit on it as well, don't they? So you can get infected.
Yeah, you get the toothbrush. Yeah, you get the toothbrush. You take a razor from your shaving razor. You put the blade in the bristle part of the toothbrush. Wrap it in plastic from your dessert. Heat that up. Then you get a good slice, and then the opposite end of the toothbrush, you shave that down into a pointy, and then you put it in the toilet and you shit on it. Heat that up. Make sure the shit is caked on there real good. So you do a couple stabby stab and then a slashy slash. And even if they live from the blood loss, they'll get sick from the sepsis from the poop on the shiv. I mean, so I've read. I mean, I have no idea. I mean, allegedly.
I did.
Yeah. We'll keep it allegedly. Just
I've got dibs on Lord Toxu as a cellmate.
Pointy shit stick.
Yeah, we got to stick together, don't we? If we all go down for violating government regulations.
I know. I'm worried about. Yeah, I get the more we do these streams, the more I worry about you and Fandad and Lance and Inside Man. Are you guys all going to get arrested and sent to the gulag for?
We will be one day. But I think Donald Trump. We're not getting into politics too much. Donald Trump is pretty much has got Keir Starmer by the balls a little bit. He's doing the whole tariffs because he refuses to do a deal with countries that violate free speech. So who knows? Maybe Keir Starmer could cave in, or maybe he might just go to his fucking dick buddies in China. Who knows?
Well, just to be on the safe side, okay, just in case Trump can't save you like he saved us, maybe take a break from the Jack Reacher novels and start listening to the Quran. Get some of that down because what I learned in Iraq is a little bit of the Quran. It goes a long way.
Yeah, but we better get our sisters away soon, otherwise we might end up fucking delivering beautiful abominations. Who knows?
So that was Bloodfather.
Yeah, that's Bloodfather, and it does end on. It doesn't have full on happy-go-lucky note here as well. It's like she's still struggling, but she's still trying here as well.
Yeah,
no, she's.
At the end of the day, we know she's going to grow up to be a superhero. So I mean, that's pretty.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, and then look like a rejected model from Madame Tussauds. So
yikes.
Jeez.
But I do like this last line that she says. Oh fucking hell! Where was it? Damn.
I don't know, but we can't see anything. You don't have the slides.
Yeah, there's no subtitles there. Where the fuck's it gone? Oh, damn, but
that's okay.
Probably is about appreciating life, when whenever it hands you something, you know, even though life's not the best, some bollocks like that. But yeah.
I think she says, "I didn't know my father for most of my life, but as he died as a blood father."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's how it goes.
Oh, I keep forgetting to fucking share the screen. So it's going back and forth. I'm used to just having these on while
Yeah. I
Are
mean,
you
listen,
using a potato for a
he's
mouse?
got a potato going on there.
Would you like a potato?
Yeah, the subtitles just says Bloodfather. Yeah. I forgot the last line that she says as well before she says thank you. So damn, my bad.
Somebody,
Right. And that was before she fucked her face up so she could do
I know.
the Goonies reboot. Hey guys.
Yeah, man. Oh god,
Strong, hideous woman.
You'd think after nearly 15 years to stop with the reboots, but no, we got a Naked Gun one, and I'm not feeling it.
Oh
I really
shit! What
am.
the fuck's the crack with that?
I know.
Is it Liam Neeson playing?
Yep.
Oh god.
I give it a recommend. Yeah, I definitely
Oh.
Nix. I give this or if we're talking about this movie, I give this movie a recommend.
Yeah,
It's a good watch and maybe
Yeah.
even a good rewatch. It's not it's not Shakespeare, but it's not bad. It's a little soggy in the middle,
Yeah.
kind of like Luke. But yeah, it's not bad.
it's a brave and stunning sogginess.
I
But,
got hey, before we check out just real quick, since we've got a Raylan Givens in the chat, I've got a Raylan Givens thing that I thought might be appropriate if he's still there down in the video.
So we'll show it anyway, and if hopefully he catches the rewatch if he's.
We got to talk about. We got to do a summary of Justified sometime, bro. Like for real.
I know. I'm still trying to find a way how to do it because we've got a few series with so many episodes. Could probably try and do a condensed.
I think we just do like a wrap up of each season would be the best to do.
Yeah, just try and keep it a little bit condensed anyway. But yeah, that's a good series. I need to rewatch it again, but
So
it's just had the time as well, Bell, because I want to try and watch Mobland as well. I hope that fucking TV show does not drop the ball. And
it's dropping the ball for sure.
Is it?
Yeah, for sure. No, but Justified is like not the spin-off thing that me and Blue Collar.
We're not
that mess.
The original.
Yeah, the original, the OG, it's flawless. It's every single episode is perfect. Every single season ends perfectly. The show ends. The series finale ends. You just got to ignore that Justified Primeval bullshit that came on last year. That me and Blue Collar, or year before last, whatever it was, when me and Blue were doing it. So yeah, you just got to ignore that. But yeah, I got a clip for you if you want to sign us off with that.
Yeah, I'll put it on.
The saying, you run into an asshole in the morning, you ran into an asshole. You run into assholes all day, you're the asshole.
Elmore Leonard. There'll never be another one like him.
Yeah, I mean, he had such a fucking eye for dialogue. He really did. And I mean, because if he could give you these low life scumbags in these books, and you'd still want to carry on with the journeys that they go on because they're just so fascinating, so well written. And
I can't think of a bad adaptation of his book. I can't think of any of the adaptations. I'm sure there is one. I can't think of a bad adaptation of his book. Whether
I think the weakest I've seen was probably Be Cool.
Is Be Cool not good? Is it not good?
I didn't think much to it, to be honest. It feels a little bit more kid-friendly in comparison to Get Shorty.
Okay.
Yeah. I think the director hated it as well. He felt like they were trying to PG-13 it as well. And yeah, I know Get Shorty probably is a little bit more light-hearted, but he's still got some fucking dark, brutal moments, especially when Dennis Farina's character smacks that woman in the face, and he actually becomes a pretty threatening dude.
Yeah, Dennis Farina's amazing. That whole thing is that's another one of those where you know what I'm going to do? I need to do a consider the source of that, because that's another one.
I've been seeing that.
The adaptation is better than the book. You're right. I mean, it's so many, dude. I get so many requests for different stuff, and then I have this thing called work that I got to do, and then I got to write my own books, and shit like shit like that. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, there was some things in the adaptation that I did think was a little bit better. I think Danny DeVito's character was a lot more likable in comparison to the adaptation, because in the book he comes across a little bit more of an insecure, arrogant actor, while in the movie he's more charming, but he's still very arrogant and lives in
He's
this bloody
such a
bubble,
piece
doesn't
of
he?
shit. He is such a piece of shit in the movie. He's so good.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But
no,
Bloodfather. It's not. I've said it before. I said it already earlier. It's not reinventing the wheel, but you can tell there's still some kind of passion put into it.
absolutely.
Yeah, and even though Erin Moriarty is kind of an okay in some parts, wooden in others, she's not the worst in this. She's not the worst. I'm not. Probably was better actresses out there, but I don't know. She does okay in some scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Good breakdown, good rewatch. I am going to away with myself and go run and do some errands.
Yep.
But thank you for having me on. I really
we will be ending pretty soon, because I think we got our points across anyway. Every time I do these, I'm trying to think of something else that we can talk about, but it's like, no, we kind of covered it already while we was going through it. But
Nick, as always, thank you. Mr.E, always a pleasure.
Always.
My Marine Corps brother from another mother that likes to eat crayons. Fandad. Fandad, always a pleasure. And Luke, you know, my brother from another mother across the seas. So Kansas awaits. Get those work visas out, and you and the wife come on over here to Kansas. And
I'm going to swim.
Swim. Yeah, me and the wife are just going to pretend we're Muslims and sneak into America that way. So
just do what everybody else does. Just come here on vacation and seek asylum.
Yeah, no, it's more exciting. I'm going to wash up on the shores of Galveston.
There you go.
And then I'll walk to Mr. Toxic's house, and we'll have a coffee and a biscuit.
A coffee and a biscuit, you say?
What do you think of those apples?
I love it.
It's not some kinky British talk either. So
love it. All right, guys. Hey, take it easy.
You too.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Have a good one.
I don't get the feeling that coffee and a biscuit probably is some fucking sick, twisted sexual activity that's just been invented.
It is. It's a code word. It's like Friends of Dorothy. It's a it's a horrible code word.
Oh, I think I came across one that I came into knowledge of one on the Sick Fucks post in Facebook, something called a crusty muffin, where if you're shagging a bed and you're screaming so loud, you get out one of your raggy fucking socks that you jerked off and shove it in the mouth. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? What the hell, man?
It's nearly as bad as a crusty potato.
Oh, yeah.
Good
I'd hate to think what a crusty potato is, man.
I'll think of something, don't you worry.
Yeah, and I'll act it out, because, come on, if anyone's going to do a crusty potato, it's going to be me.
It's got to be you.
Yeah, it better not be an actual real thing as well, because that's going to make this fucking stream even worse.
Could be worse. Could be a blue waffle.
Yeah. So yeah, it's got some good action, good little father and daughter relationship development there as well. Yeah, there's a few things that could have been cut down a little bit, some things added to sort of like keep the pace going, but it's still a pretty decent thriller. It's well acted, some good, like I said, it's very violent, and it does feel very realistic in a lot of places, and that's my final thoughts. So what about you, Mr.E? Final thoughts on Bloodfather?
The best thing I love about it is they're human, they make mistakes. There's no clear, he's not a super badass. He didn't just take everybody out. Yeah, I mean that's the part I love about it. It's kind of what would happen in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean that's the best I can say about it.
Yeah, I mean it is very honest as well. I mean, she's kind of a fucking brat who kind of develops into someone who is trying to make amends now and then. And he's this fucking arsehole, this neglectful, violent arsehole who kind of gets to redeem himself as well in his last moments. Yeah, so yeah, that's thank you for the final thoughts, Mr.E. Fandad Menace.
Hello there. Yeah, I think I would have included a few more scenes with that Sicario guy. I would have
Mm.
gone for a torture interrogation scene. I would have had him sort of popping a couple of people off in the trailer park, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
so
he
you
was
get a
awesome.
feel of what he is and what he's about. I think if we had had it, I think the relationship between Mel and what's her face was pretty realistic. But I think if we'd had a better actress, it would have convinced me more. I think that the director did a really good job of getting across that sort of the distance between the two of them. It wasn't this saccharine, sugar-coated relationship that just suddenly popped into existence after 9 years.
Yeah, oh yeah, these are really fucking damaged people, and it doesn't fuck about highlighting that, which I think
Yeah.
is
They
still
do-
worth watching.
They do come across as strangers.
Yeah, I can't praise the cinematography enough either.
Yeah, I know it keeps it
It's
keeps
just
it really
absolutely-
guerrilla style as well, doesn't it? You know,
Yeah.
it's those tight shots.
And for a really low budget movie, they did exceptionally well with the compositions and the lighting and stuff. But yeah, very very competent movie.
But just think how
Very well
much
made. And,
better cinema and everything would be if they would just go back to making these lower budgets or mid budget movies.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, no, it's just a simple fucking tale of a broken relationship trying to be repaired, and sometimes that's all you need. You know, it's unpretentious. It's not trying to overcomplicate things as well. It's just trying to get straight to the point. And yeah, I might need to look up this director as well. See whatever, because other good stuff he's done. I don't know if he's the same guy who's done Dragged Across Concrete as well, but I doubt it.
He did the Attack on Precinct 13 is the only one. I
Oh
can think
yeah,
of
the
he-
remake. I actually
Did he?
like that remake. I thought it was a pretty good one.
Yeah, because
I
that's
did not know
he's
that.
made a few other. He's French. Was it Jean
Francois Richer.
Richa? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's.
He did the Marine movies that I haven't seen, but apparently very good.
Yeah, the Marine movies. Is that the one with John Cena? Or?
No, Marine. It's French. It's
Marine. Yeah, the gangster movie. Yeah, I think Lance wants
Castle,
to talk about
Gerard.
that, doesn't he? Yeah, Lance wants to
Vincent
talk
Castle, Gerard Depardieu, et al.
Yeah, and it's based on a real guy.
The state of things.
There's a few I want to watch. I want to watch The Bondsman. I want to check that out as well. I'm hearing good things. I'm really hoping it's not going to go the world.
Oh, is that Kevin Bacon?
Yeah. Apparently, it's supposed to be like Ash vs. Evil Dead a little bit. Like he's sent from hell to kill some demons.
Oh, yes.
Loose, something like
People were comparing it to the, what is it? That not LAPD. The what's the one where the
R.I.P.D.
R.I.P.D.
Yeah, I watched that.
What was the movie? I'm sorry. What was the movie I was just talking about?
R.I.P.D.
No, the other one with Bacon, Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, apparently it's supposed to be compared to Ash vs. Evil Dead, something else. Because I think there was a
series, though, isn't it? The Bondsman.
Oh, the Bondsman. Okay.
Yeah, I think they've dropped all the episodes as well. So I'm gonna try and watch it when I can. But I want to watch Mobland and hope that doesn't fucking go shit. And suddenly start making a storyline about his fucking wife and how bored she is living a fancy life while gangster husband's doing gangster shit.
One of the gang mentioned the Pit as well, the hospital in Pittsburgh, as his TV series. I don't know if it was Blue Collar or Toxic put it in the chat. Have you heard of that one, Luke? The Pit, P-I-T-T.
No, I'll probably have a look at it later, but from now on, I think I'm going to wrap up. And yeah, thanks for joining me, Mr.E. Well, Toxic as well, even though you're gone, but you'll probably listen to this later. Bloodfather Menace, sorry, Fandad Menace. But yeah, thanks for joining me. And
you're welcome.
I know, I'm always glad to have you on. I mean, don't be afraid to ask if you want to jump on another one. Same thing for you, Mr.E. You're always welcome.
Always. Oh, and I would like to go out as Mr. Blood-E.
Blood-E. I
Bloody
like it.
hell.
Blood-E.
Hell.
Yes. Yeah, thanks a lot, Nix, for joining us. Raylan Givens, Davey Vess, Dave Wilson as well. Razor. Sorry I missed your chat earlier. I do apologise. Who else? because I'm scrolling through. I don't want to miss anyone. I feel fucking bad if I do.
Trump Daddy.
Yeah, Trump Daddy as well. How can I forget Trump Daddy, man?
Toxic. Yeah.
I've already said Raylan, didn't it? I've already said Raylan Givens. I do apologise. My mind is going here. David Wilson, I've already mentioned.
I think we've covered all
Atom
of
Gray,
them.
yeah, fucking hell. Sorry I missed your chat as well. I do apologise. Yeah, good morning. Was it morning where you are? Fucking hell. Yeah, and it's mostly Nick's, who I've already said, yeah, because he's always welcome on here. He's probably one of our best fucking chat guys anyway, for lack of a better term. So yeah, thanks for joining us, everyone. I hope you enjoyed us talking bollocks about this movie. You've been a beautiful audience. If you're catching the replay, you're also a beautiful audience. You're really helping this channel, and please do subscribe to my guest. I don't know if Mr.E has got your. Have you got your channel up yet? If so, I can.
Oh, believe it or not, work is ramped up. I am working on things. I have scripted everything that I need to. I'm just getting the camera and material together, so to speak. Probably be coming out later this summer, so y'all please.
Yeah, no rush, man. No rush. I'm just checking, because if you had done, I could have put your link in the description straight away. But let me know when. You do start getting things going, and I can start putting your links in, and hopefully get you some more subs. Fandad Menace, your link is in the description. Lord Toxic in the description. I did have BlueCollarLoser in there. I thought he was going to show up, but still subscribe to him anyway. He does some good stuff, especially with Lord Toxic, with the low bar reviews and the Losers Lounge that I'm a regular on as well. And yeah, whether you beautiful bastards are Northern English or not, subscribe to Fandad Menace as well, because eventually he will come back and do something new.
Definitely will.
Yeah, I'm just persuading him, I'm slowly convincing him, I'm slowly reeling him back in. So yeah, whether you beautiful bastards are Northern English or not, thanks for watching. Do remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and to ring that bell in order to be notified. And if you wish to further support this channel, links are in the description below. But right now, that's me done, and I'm off to the pub. And enjoy your weekend, you beautiful bastards. I will catch you next week.
Can I have spuds, please?
Spuds! Good choice. George's song. Listen very carefully. The question comes straight after.
Baked potato changed my life. Baked potato showed me the way. If you want to know what is wrong from right, you must listen to what potatoes say.
Don't be good, don't be bad.
Baked potato.
Don't be happy, don't be sad.
Thank you, baked potato. And if you want to have a better day, you must listen to what the baked potatoes say.
Don't be early, don't be late.
Thank you, baked potato.
Always eat what's on your plate.
Thank you, baked potato. And if you want to have a better day, you must listen to what the baked